Here's the deity. I'm sorry, but now it's recording for YouTube. Hi YouTube, welcome. Okay, so we shh, my phone was alarming me. Shh, don't be alarmed, phone. Shh, go to sleep. That's how we start streams here, apparently. So I updated some things that needed to be updated. First off, in the corner now, it actually, the little advertising thing and all of that now actually cycles through with all the new stuff that there is. So yeah. Silently places pillows overhead. Shh, go to sleep. Yeah, exactly. Shh. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, my little babies. I am petting the mic, so if you hear that being picked up, that's me petting the mic with my fingers. Some not so subtle ASMR. Some people have wondered or asked if I should do ASMR, and I'm like, nah, I'm not an ASMR streamer. I'm the ASMR streamer that would scream at you, and like, that would scream at you.
Hi Pug, what's with a new co-host that isn't me?
Hi Pug. Oh, I hope that you're enjoying the BQ bot and doing doing whatever you want with it, because oh my gosh, they're so much fun. A lot. It's very, very fun and enjoyable. I really do enjoy the BQ bot ever since getting it. Now because of my BQ bot, everyone uses Mix It Up. VTS Pog. Hey, you know what? That's just how it is sometimes. That's just how it be. It's okay. As long as you know, as long as you really like it, enjoy it. But yeah, I got the frog, and then you got your Pog. But I updated some things. There are some new commands, and now if you type in command, literally !commands, it will show you all the commands you guys have access to. I finally did a smart. Okay? And then now it tells you all the commands you guys can use. So yeah. Yeah, I had 2 brain cells and I put them together and I finally made a command list that you guys can just type in !commands, and now you get all the commands you can use. By the way, these are all the commands that you as chatters can use. This does not contain the commands that only mods can use. Will art fart? Very doubtful. Actually, okay, that's so true. Wait a minute. Yes, that is so true that the Magic 8 Ball says that I shall not fart. Come here. Oh, follow page. Yes, that's how it's spelled. Alright, upgraded me to a mod? No. Follow page. That's completely how that's spelled. Potato. That's 10 out of 10 spelling that. Oh my goodness. You don't wear makeup so accurate? Yes, I actually don't. Will George fart? Ask again later! Okay, why does the Magic 8 Ball be accurate though? Ow! Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I just woke up. I'll fight you. I'll fight you too. I'm tired as shit. This is my 2nd cup of coffee, man. I will say, ever since my vacation, I feel like I've become more unhinged. I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Oh my gosh, I actually don't care anymore. Okay. Y'all get coffee? Yeah, I do. I do, once I've had only 2 cups, then I switch over to tea. Because if I drink more than 2 cups of coffee, a day, my mind goes numb. Let's go right now. A Potato King versus a god. I don't think that that's going to end well, Potato. But guys, okay, so you know how much I don't care anymore? Magic 8 Ball, Will George oh my god, excuse me. Why? Why do you guys do this? By the way, for some reason, I don't know why, but I cannot hear any of the sound. I think it's just because I didn't turn any of this on. Okay, there we go. Now I should be able to hear it. For some reason, Bukuba is still fine, so I don't know what's going on with that, but everything else is fine. It was just weird that for some reason I couldn't hear that. Speaking of fighting, have you seen people are calling... Oh my gosh. You're right. The potato win. Hey, the potato does not win. Just because he made me bald does not mean that the potato wins. That is not a win. You may have taken my hair, but you have not taken my spirit. So you don't win. But what I was gonna say is the reason I don't care anymore is yesterday I always win. No, you don't. Okay, Potato, you do know that as your model mama, remember, I put furry on... Really? Really? You took my body too? Also, I did hear that. Did you guys hear the disappear? The jar is next. Shut up. Shush! Shush! The jar is not next! Yes? Okay, good. I figured out how to fix it. Hooray! I figured it out. I'm smart. My 2 brain cells rub... Really? Oh my god. I need to figure out an easier way to do this, because I swear. There's the jar. I hope you enjoy this.
You wanna be a Medusa. This is how you become a Medusa.
Can I not have a semblance of peace, please? Well, the one thing I'm glad about is that now you can hear in the Mix It Up sounds that I have in Mix It Up, so now when my body gets taken away... Oh, by the way, guys, I did make it now that all of the models go bald and have no body. So that does mean that for every single model, you can do this to it. Admit defeat? Never. Never! I shall never admit defeat!
What curse shall befall Potato?
I can't do curses, but, I can always send somebody else to do that. Wait, ow! I just realized, if I call up Center, I wonder if they'll freeze you in ice for me. That'd be better. Center is also a god deity VTuber. They're an ice god, so I'm like, You know, I could always call up the god gang. One is the god of time, and the other one's an ice god. I think you shouldn't mess with me. Oh my gosh. I feel like anyone clicking on this stream right now is just gonna be like, what the hell is happening here? Don't worry about it. This is normal. This is normal. But what I was trying to say is I don't care anymore because yesterday, all right.
I will inflict the cure of inverted car controls.
Oh my gosh, yes. Inverted controls. I cast inverted controls! Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you can tell that the caffeine is kicked in. What I was trying to say is yesterday I was walking my dog, okay? I'm trying to tell this story and you guys keep distracting me! So anyways, the reason I think I don't care anymore is because I screamed at somebody and I called them a bastard and and the W word in front of his kids too. I Karen'd so close to the sun for this. And the reason being is that at 7 o'clock, by the way, the sun does not go down in my area until about 8 p.m. It was 7 o'clock at night. But the thing is that the sun is still out. You cannot see fireworks right now. And for some reason, this guy had the smart idea of setting them off while I was walking my dog. My dog is terrified of fireworks. Absolutely terrified. So I literally was walking her back, carrying her in my arms, trying to get her back home. By the way, we were like about like a mile, like half a mile away from my house, because we walk pretty far. We walk about a mile or so. So we were about like a quarter of a mile away from my house. And so I have to carry this 12-pound little pup, that is scared, shaking in my arms, trying to climb all over me while I only have a tank top on. So now I have a bunch of scratches all over me because her claws dig into me. Trying to carry her back because she is frightened. So I try walking back, and for some reason, this guy, this idiot, had the bright idea to not only set off fireworks where he was doing it, which, by the way, we were walking down the road towards them when they had set off the fireworks, so I was walking the other way backwards, back where I had come from. And then when you go down that street, there's like a turn down to another street, so I turned right to go back down to where my house was, and this guy came down the street behind us and was setting off fireworks in the middle of the road. And then instead of turning right the way that we had gone, did left and went up that way to set off more fireworks. And he set off another one and I could freaking see him, and I screamed at him and called him a bastard and a hood. Really loud, because I was so fucking done. I was so done with him. I was like, it's okay if you're doing it like outside of your own house, because then I could be able to walk away and be able to take care of my dog. But no, you decided to go all around basically the block and do this. And I was like, nah, you're not having that. So yeah, by the way, I screamed loud enough that probably all of my neighbors heard. And I didn't care. I was so done. I was like, if that guy even walks over to me and starts like having an argument with me, because his kids were there and I didn't care. I didn't care at all. You should not be setting off fireworks at 7 o'clock when the sun hasn't even set yet. 8 o'clock is fine, because the thing is that some dogs, when they get scared, will turn around and bite something if they're really, really scared. So you're putting other people in danger with that. And considering with my dog and how clingy she is, like, with her being as scared as she was, she could have clawed my eyes out. And I'm not joking, she would have. And I don't even care that his kids were there and they heard me calling this guy just, like, so many derogatory names. But I was so done. And by the way, you have to push a lot of my buttons to get me that mad. Like, really push my buttons. So, yeah. Bro, I was ready to fight him. I was ready to fight him too. And it's just like, you should at least have the common courtesy to, like, wait until 8 o'clock. When it's night. When it's dark enough. When people are not walking their animals, okay? Because that's what we need. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had that also on a timer. But yeah, so that's why I think I don't care anymore. Now, to be fair, I did not go over and harass this guy. I said my piece, I screamed at him, and I walked away. I screamed and I walked away. I was like, I don't care if he comes up behind me or anything like that. I had my headset out anyways, so I could hear if anybody was coming behind me, but I was like, if he comes over and he starts arguing with me, I'll be like, look, dude, you could at least have the common courtesy to be setting these off at 8 p.m. and in a safer place than in the middle of the road, where if a car drives by, you could literally kill somebody. Yeah, he was setting it off in the middle center area of the road. I will say though, he set off like one more firework after that and stopped. So I was like, okay, well at least I got through to him. I literally yelled at him also saying like, I hope your kids enjoy the fireworks, but like, could you at least do this at a different time, you know? Because I know for the most part he was doing it because like the kids wanted to see fireworks, and I understand that as being a child myself once. Yes, I understand. I also screamed at him, like, if you wanted to see fireworks, there are plenty of free parks that you can go to that actually have a firework display. And I mean plenty of them that actually do it for free for the community to see under the guidance of firefighters and professionals. So that's the other thing is like, I live in like, I live in a suburban neighborhood, and the thing is that if one house catches on fire, all of us catch on fire. So, it's also just that kind of safety. And I came home and I told my mom the story, and she was just like, you know, you could have recorded him and like reported him to the police. And I was like, yeah, I know. I'm imagining an out of breath Art screaming this in one. Bro, I did. I did scream in like one breath too. Again, by the way, it's actually illegal to set off fireworks on your own without professionals around. So technically they were breaking the law. Which is funny. But yeah, so they technically were breaking the law, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to get the guy arrested in front of his kids, so I didn't call the cops. Because I might have screamed at him like a Karen, but I'm not gonna be a Karen, you know? So that's all I did. But yeah, the rest of the night was pretty much my dog being scared, and yeah, breaking the law, yeah. So within my area, you are not allowed to set off fireworks anywhere because of fire danger, because the danger of fire, and because it's a neighborhood. If you catch another person's house on fire and that house burns down, yeah, that's not just you, like, you know, because the thing is like, they say like you're not supposed to be setting off fireworks, and you usually just get a penalty, right? You just get a penalty fine. That's it. That's all you get. You have to pay because you broke the law. It's just a fine. But if you cause somebody else's house to burn down, that becomes like almost, I think it rises to that of a felony, because you basically committed arson. So Because you intentionally bought a firework, intentionally set it off, and that caused somebody else's house to burn down. And possibly the neighborhood. So yeah. Because we also have a lot of vegetation around here. The property damage alone is enormous. Exactly. So yeah. So that's why I screamed at him. That's why I think I don't care anymore. But again, like, I screamed at him and yelled at him, and I hope that a bunch of other people heard it, so they'd be like, oh, okay, we should probably, like, consider that before setting off fireworks. And usually, where they would normally set off fireworks is in a parking lot area that basically has no vegetation around. So it's just in a parking lot. And that's usually where they set it off, but there's some construction happening, so the half of the parking lot is basically just, like, taken over by that, and so it's, like, not safe to kind of be setting off fireworks in that area. But normally, in the neighborhood, that's where they set off the fireworks. And I don't care if they set them off there, because it's not near any houses, it's not near anybody. Any of the buildings there are just, like, concrete-ish, cement, all that asphalt, all that sort of stuff. So it's, like, a little bit, like, there's not much of a possibility of fire occurring. So, so that's a little bit of my 4th of July and how that happened. Honestly, it's pretty crazy, and I would say, like, if you're gonna set off fireworks, just try and do it safely, and maybe do it, like, when people are not walking their animals. Because, oh my gosh, if you saw my dog was so scared. She was so scared. But yeah. Anyways, in other fun-ish news, let me see. I have some, like, stuff that we get to talk about. I'll probably be switching over to us drawing some art before we actually do start talking that. Getting in my face. Aww. Yeah. My dog was crawling all over me too. And the thing is that I only had a tank top on. So, and her claws, she has basically claws. Yes, we do try and file them down, but sometimes it's really hard. Because she doesn't like her feet being touched. So my dog usually is always just very much in your face. And you know what? There's nothing I can do about that. Hold on a minute. No. There we go. I'm just, like, putting on some stuff. Boop-a-doo, boop, boop-a-doo, boop, boop, boo. Oh my gosh, excuse me, apparently I've been very burpy recently. Okay, we're gonna do this. So without any further ado, I think we're gonna switch on over to actually doing some art finally. Oh, I just wanted to reiterate this again for some stuff. So if you change me into any of my other models, the body be gone and bald will work on all of them. Even the Furby. Yes. I even made the Furby one do it. So you'll be interested probably in the Furby one, because that one's pretty cursed. That one's probably the most cursed of them all. I had to make it cursed. And by the way, I did have Jose give some input on it, because when I was doing it, Jose was, I was on vacation, so Jose did get to see it, and he was like, oh no, that's so good. So, just so you guys know that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I switched some things around here. Oh. Okay, so the drawing tablet might be a little big. No, I'm listening at work. I can't see you. I want to go bald Furby so bad. No, it's not even just bald Furby. It's, oh my gosh. It's not even just bald Furby. It's, the face. The face. Oh my goodness. Also, I just realized that this is really big. So we're gonna be changing a few things. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait, that. Then where the heck is this? Wait, where's my there it is. I was like trying to figure out where the heck is my tablet then? I forgot that I had changed a few things around, so excuse me a minute as I readjust myself here. Oh my gosh. I thought that I had this figured out. Apparently I do not. I am not a smart person. There we go. I thought that this would be a little bit easier to be able to see like the drawing and stuff and everything, so that then you don't have to like, oh my gosh, you don't have to like worry about anything. Hooray. I think this is good. I think. I say. I do as I say, not as I do. Right? Is that how the thing goes? Look, I know smart. I am not smart. I don't know what this means. Oh, it's that. Okay. So we can shrink this down more than I thought that we needed to. There we go. Perfect. You are able to see what I was doing, but I was fixing around a few things. And you know what? I'm gonna actually change this. There we go. We'll change it as we go along. But how do you guys like the newish setup? I kind of like it. You know, we got chat. You can see the art piece a little bit more, you know? There's more room for you to be able to see everything. But now if I wanted to, I could punt chat with my head. Just imagine that, just punting chat. Boom. Boink. Look, I'm an idiot, alright? I have only one brain cell. Excuse me. But anyways, we're gonna be working on this art piece, but before we continue on with making this art piece, I want to talk about this one that I literally made this morning. So if you guys haven't been on TikTok recently, TikTok has been going through it, okay? There is a whole, so I don't know if anybody remembers the doubloons. If anyone remembers the doubloons, you will know what this is. So remember the cat that had 4 doubloons? I know that only a few people on TikTok probably remember this, but basically, about a year ago, there was a picture of a cat and it said, have 4 doubloons. Gnomes versus knights. Yes! Yes, it is the gnome versus knights bug. And it started a whole entire trend of like doubloons, and then there were like pirate doubloons, so there was people trying to steal your doubloons. It was fun. It was great. It was a great community thing. I absolutely thought it was absolutely hilarious. I loved it. So there's a new one that's happening, And it started with this guy dressing up as like a little gnome guy and just walking into establishments and just trying to get behind the counter and then walking out. And that was how it started. And then it started a whole entire thing of the gnomes. And then the knights came in saying that they were trying to stop the gnomes from invading into people's spaces. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is getting way out of hand. This is getting crazy. And it started a whole thing between gnomes versus knights. And then like witches are the witches are supporting the gnomes, and then they're also like cursing the knights. Apparently now there's samurai involved backing up the knights. The wizards, we don't even know if they're on the gnomes or the knights side. It's crazy. Literally go and look it up. It's just gnomes versus knights. Literally just look that up on TikTok and you will find so many things. It's great. It's funny. And so I made this. I made it and I posted it on TikTok today. So tiny revolution, yeah. Of course, I had to include little George. I had to include my little froggy. Honestly, my TikTok right now has just been, because I haven't been doing many clips and stuff like that, it's just been non-stop of my art posting, which I don't normally post about, so it's just kind of nice to be kind of like doing that, that sort of stuff. So yeah, so that's how we got this. So gnome art is real. Gnome art be out there fighting fighting the knights and fighting for the safety of gnomes. Actually, I literally drew this morning when I was supposed to be working on other stuff. The other stuff includes ArtFight things, which, yes, I have been doing a lot of ArtFight. That's why I've been posting a lot on TikTok about the ArtFight stuff. But yeah, so that's the gnome thing. So I, as the grand deity of the storms, hereby align myself with the gnomes, for hereon and ever after, even if the war has been fought and is now over, I shall still be by the gnome's side, in case the knights ever come after the gnomes again. And knights always wear metal, so a great smiting practice. But yeah, if you ever want something funny to watch, literally just go and look at all of the gnomes, the gnome verse knight stuff. Actually, let me see, like, right now how much the TikTok is. Like, I don't think it's gonna be as popular as most of the other knight and all of that sort of stuff. I wanna be surprised. Shush. Yeah, it's not gotten a lot of views. Not really surprised on that. My ArtFight stuff, on the other hand, has been getting so many views. But yeah. Actually, I have noticed that there has been, like, an increase in my followers because of me, like, posting up my art stuff. I have noticed that on YouTube Shorts likes the time-lapse with narration, and TikTok just likes the plain photos with music behind it. I've noticed that. It's very interesting to kind of see how different things work. Also, time of posting is very interesting as well. But yeah. I will say it is very difficult as a content creator to try and post, like, basically the same, you're basically posting the same content, but in different ways. So, but yeah. But a lot of people did like some of the time-lapse speed art of this, so that's nice. But anyways, the actual art piece that we're going to be working on is this one. So yeah. Hooray. If there is a large possibility that we will finish this today, so if we do, I have some ArtFight to work on. I forget this, the artist that made this. I will remember their name later. But they actually did an attack against me, so this is a revenge. Also, a lot of people were trying to understand exactly how ArtFight works, and I think a lot of people don't understand what an attack is. So maybe when we move over to the ArtFight stuff, I will explain that. Because as a person that this is only my second year doing this, yeah, this is only my second year doing this, so I will probably, you know, I'm like newer to it, so I can probably help people that are still trying to learn and understand what ArtFight is. Because I think the one problem is that I keep seeing about ArtFight stuff is that people are describing it from a point of view of being in it for a few years compared to a lot of people that are newer to it that haven't joined or haven't done it or haven't even heard about it, right? So that is the thing. So yeah, we'll talk about ArtFight probably afterwards. Just remind me. But yeah, so without any further ado, let's actually do this little commemorative art piece for all of you little storms. I keep forgetting to post that this is the mascot, everybody. This is our mascot. I just don't have them up on the stream very much, but this is your guys' mascot. This is what you all look like. I just don't post it up or draw it enough. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I should. I was actually thinking about doing a pick crew where you guys can be able to make your own little storm sonas. Which, by the way, if you want to, besides me drawing your little storm sonas, you can. And yeah. I will say though, when the 2.0 comes out, it's like, this will be irrelevant because you're getting a new look. But let's just say they look like eggs on purpose. Okay? They look like little eggies on purpose. But yeah. Honestly, this is probably the most basic design that I've seen for a mascot. But then again, I've seen a lot of other mascots that have very simplistic designs. And I want it to be simplistic for everybody to be able to draw it. Even when I was drawing like other stuff. Can be hooked into VTube Studio. Wait, is that how people do it? Is the VTS pod the thing that I've been looking for? Because the thing is that I wanted George to be able to move and have like their own little like movements and stuff like that. Because George just kind of be sitting there. George just be staring at you, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to look that up. So I could have a model. That's, oh my gosh. Big brain. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm putting it in marked so I remember that for later. I will look that up because if I can get that, I could make George a little frog. I know, my brain is massive. Yeah, your brain is bigger than mine. That's a big brain move right there. Very, very big brain move. I'm gonna move that over there. Hold on. I'm like moving a few more things around because I'm just like, I don't think this works anymore. There we go. That's fine. But yeah. So anyways, we're gonna work on this. But the other thing that I wanted to do as well, if that works, is I was thinking about if I did it like this, so we do have George, but then I'm like, George isn't the mascot though. George is just George. And I think a lot of people get confused because they think like, oh, George is the mascot. And I'm like, no, George isn't the mascot. There's George, and then there's the little storms. The frog is not our mascot, as much as people probably wanted it to be. Unfortunately, that is not what I have chosen. It is Storms. Because you all are a little bit chaotic and cause me some massive strife sometimes, but that's okay, because I still love you all. But I was thinking of making a little, like, animated little storms to just, like, sit with us in here. I don't know. Just kind of chill, at least in the just chatting area, you know? Just have fun, you know? Just have fun. Oh, that's not what I wanted. No. Just do. Now I've taken your body. Now the storms have no body. See how it feels? See how it feels when you get your body taken? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let's actually get into try. It's been almost an hour and we haven't even started doing the drawing. That's normal for us, isn't it? It takes us an hour to actually start the drawing. Anyways. Oh, in other news, I've been working on the comic a lot more. I posted up on Twitter some out of context sketches, and oh my gosh, like I was drawing these sketches for the next chapter, and I'm laughing. I'm just laughing at all of these because it's so funny. I will say this much. There is going to be a tonal shift in the chapter that's going to be like so much of a hit. You're going to be like, what the heck? Just know that that's okay. That's normal. But for the most part, it's going to be a little funny, okay? I think, like, it should be, you know, to kind of set the tone of, like, there are going to be funny moments, but also remember, this story is very dark. So I will be hitting you with that over the head sometimes, being like, this is a dark story! Remember that! But the parts I was sketching were the funny moments, and oh my gosh, drawing Art's face in just the most ew, disgusting face ever. I was just like, all I could think of when drawing the face was, brother, ew. I guess my dog agreed, because she even let out an ew sound. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's all I could think of was like, brother, ew. Every single time I was sketching it. Because I kind of like sketched part of it, and then I took a break, and then I came back to sketch the rest of that face, and I will say one thing. I feel like my facial expressions and how to do facial acting has improved tenfold since doing this comic. Now, are my faces perfect? Not in the least. I'm gonna be honest. There's some faces I just go, good enough. And sometimes that's kind of how you have to deal with a comic. You have to just like, there's a lot of give and take. And not everything can be perfect. Even like, you know, professional comics and stuff like that. Like, you know, is the anatomy good? Is it able to evaluate, like, you know, be able to show like what is happening? Like, if you can answer those questions, like, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, I put like about maybe, I try and put about like 50 or 75% in for each page. And the reason being is because, if you put in more work, then you're going to just stress yourself out and burn yourself out. And yeah, so that's why I'm like taking a bit, you know. But because of that, I've been starting to be able to work on other art pieces that I need to do. Like this one that I was planning on doing before the subathon, but ended up not happening because, well, shit kind of hit the fan. So I was unable to do it. Okay, so we gotta do this, this, and this. Yeah, so these are, this is list. Oh, I don't know why it does that. Like a little buggy sometimes. I honestly think it's because my I need to save some of my my stuff. Oh, I'm not doing this with the correct brush. I need to save some of my videos and things like that, like all my stream stuff. I need to start moving that over to my my portable my external hard drive, because it is starting to, I believe, start taxing on my computer currently. So gonna have to be moving stuff over soon. And my philosophy is like, if it's already on YouTube and stuff, YouTube is basically my archival system. It's my online archival system that I can go back and watch at any time. I have to remember how these hands are gonna work. Okay, well, where is the lighting coming from? Where do we want to put the light? I was thinking of putting the light here, like over here in this area. So that's why I'm trying to like make it look like it's coming from that direction. Well, for the making it look like it's coming from that direction, that has to be colored. Do 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 do. Oh, this should be on. There we go. Perfect. Oh. I need to do the thing of the ads starting and like when they are gonna start, because that's like another thing I need to do with Mix It Up. I was trying to find where to do it and I couldn't find it. Ooh, that's too big. That's too big for the face. You don't need that. Don't need it that big. There we go. Putting a little bit there for the under. You know, the funny thing is, the inside of Art's mouth, the color I use for it is literally the color I used to use for rendering. I used to render with a red instead of a blue, but now I render with blue because then it gets these nice, more, I guess, quote, more realistic-ish looking shading, because I've noticed for the most part that a lot of art usually isn't red that they use for the shading. Now it also depends on the theme or like what you're going for. If I want it to look more reddish, then I will, or sometimes I just color correct it, honestly. Just in post, just color correct it to make it look redder than it is, if I want to get a different effect on it. But for the most part, I don't do that. I just realized that the same shading, or like the same way that I want to shade it, is the same way that the hands are already like actually shaded on the 3D form. So I'm just gonna kind of cheat a little bit and actually use that. By the way, okay, so there is some people's like debate on whether or not you should be using 3D forms in Clip Studio and stuff, or like from other places. And here's my 2 cents. If you want to get if you have a difficult time with anatomy as it is, and you can never figure it out for the life of you, like I can't, I've just noticed that it's a problem with me, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Now, the thing is, using these 3D forms have helped me improve when I sketch on my own. See that discussion on, yeah. We've discussed it on here as well. But there is a discussion of sketches, of tracing over other people's work. I don't mind if people trace over my work for learning purposes. The reason being is because I know that my art style is quite unique and a lot of people kind of like it, and I know that people are gonna probably ask. I am okay with it as long as you're doing it for studying purposes. So you can sketch over an artwork as long as it's for studying purposes. I don't really care in the long run of things and as long as, you know, definitely credit as well, like where you're learning the art style from. But I see like all the time people doing like art study of like this person or whatever. Like that's fine. And I don't even mind if you stream it or make content from it. As long, and I know that some people might be like, but they're making money if they're doing content and stuff from it. And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, they're learning. This is really starting to understand. Yeah, I think the reason that this is a frequent conversation that a lot of artists have to have, just so you all know, I think the reason that a lot of people have this conversation is because a lot of it is from indie artists. Now, indie artists, or like, you know, independent artists, or smaller artists, or hobby artists, are the ones that are mainly talking about the situation, like kind of framing it as professionals don't do this. Professionals do. They actually do. Actually, more than often, they are actually using 3D forms. They are using, like, what Clip Studio has, they are using that. And I even used 3D forms to work on projects before. When I bought Clip Studio, I used it for a character design class. And not a character design, it was like a visual development, which is basically you creating a pitch. And I used the 3D forms to be able to create bases, like body shapes, for the characters. And that's all I used it for. Now the thing is that with the 3D form, it doesn't accurately create plus size body types, so you still have to know how, like, you know, art's body, like, flap, you know, I still have to remember how to do, like, plus size bodies, right? I still have to know how to do this. And not all the time are these arms and hands are gonna go so well, especially like the wrist and the shoulder area. I still have to know this anatomy in order to do it well. So you still have to know anatomy. These 3D forms are just, it's easier for me to be able to get a pose going, and it's also easier for me to get, like, it's also easier for me to kind of understand how the form works, and then I know how to be able to go into it and make it into looking like 3D, right? I can still do that. I can still be able to accomplish that. But it's okay for you to use the tools that are at your disposal in order to make your process the way that you want to. Some people have really good understanding of construction to anatomy to, like, getting to where they're going. Good job. I can only do that with chibis, or like very much stylized work. When it comes to drawing my normal style, which is, I would recommend that this is my normal style, I do need those 3D forms to help me. But that doesn't mean that I use them constantly. As you can see, like when I'm doing like my nowadays what I do is I actually sketch out a little bit of how I maybe want a pose to be, and then I go through my 3D forms and my poses, find stuff that works, and then I move and shift the pose to be able to fit what I've already sketched, right? So I kind of like have a sketch layout, and then I use the 3D form to help me to be able to achieve that. But then the rest of it is just me, right? And even like on on this pose in particular. If I took this off for a minute and you saw what the actual pose, look at that arm. That is not how an arm should be. There is connecting tissue here behind here, so I have to draw that in. And also, an arm does not normally go like this. There's the other muscles in here, the deltoid and all of that. That is going in here. Well, yeah, because this is your okay, well, I'm not gonna go over names. I don't remember them, but I just know that this isn't correct. Also down here, oh, hello. Also down here is not correct either with the knee. So I had to reorient it based on how I know the anatomy of a knee, right? So you're gonna, like, the 3D forms can help with being able to help you formulate what you want your sketch to be. But, at the end of the day, that's all they're gonna do. They're gonna just help you with posing. That's it. But everything else, like, you have to know that. And again, the 3D forms really do help me a lot, but at the end of the day, like, everything else is me. Like, hair flowing, eyes, like, how, like, the areas of the face are supposed to go. And sometimes I have to fix things, because sometimes the 3D form is not helpful, okay? Especially when drawing, like, people with different noses, okay? Because they are only giving me anime noses, right? You know, the typical pointed nose. And that only works for one character, which is Luthador currently, and also for another character in my comic. But the other thing is that these 3D forms have helped with my comic as well, and just speeding up my process. And the thing is that professionals use 3D forms a lot of the times, because sometimes what will happen within animation and drawing in general is that sometimes they will not only have a turnaround of the character that you're supposed to be drawing, but sometimes they will also have a base 3D form. Basically, what I just showed you, like how it is in Clip Studio. They'll have that, which has the body. It could possibly have hair and clothes as well, but there's a possibility it won't have the hairs and clothes. It might be just the base. And then they give that to the artists. The artists then move it and pose it to where they need to, take a picture of it, import it into whatever art program they're using, and they draw over it. And you want to know why they do that? To keep volume consistency. Volume is basically the volume of a character, is basically just the 3D form of the character, to keep it consistent. And it helps people who do have a difficult problem with being able to keep volume. So it just helps to speed it along. And the other thing is that it's faster. Because then you would have to do construction work all of the time. And it takes a lot of time to do construction work for each motion of the character and break it down bit by bit. And the thing is that nowadays, you don't really have a lot of time and effort to be able to do that. Should you still be able to know how to do that? Yes. You should always be able to still know the basics of going from a gesture sketch, which is what I do, to a construction, which is also kind of what I do sometimes with the sketches, to, you know, actual cementing it down, and then starting on refining it, and then going to color, and then going to rendering, right? That's like the process. So you should be able to know how to do that. And when I'm drawing traditionally, like in my sketchbook, I still do it that way. Like I'm still trained to do it. It's just in digital, I have other ways to be able to speed up and cut out that process. So yeah. Again, use what you have at your disposal. And it's okay to use a variety of different things. And a lot of people talk about like tracing and stuff. It's okay to trace. Don't claim that it's your work. Because that is a big no-no. But the thing is that a lot of people don't really care. a lot of people really shouldn't care if it's for studying purposes, which I have seen people be butthurt about it when a person does it for studying purposes, and they even say it's for studying purposes. Now, I think the reason is that some people that were doing, like, sketching, that were sketching the artwork and then claiming it as their own, would claim that they did it for, quote, study purposes, when in reality they just took from the artist and they didn't give them any credit, which completely understandable. But at the same time, like, you know, what if they really are telling the truth and that they are just using it for studying purposes? I've been saying it's for commission reference. So that is a problem. Because the thing is that if the artist realizes that you sketched that, like, and that's not your own work, and then they're basing it off of that, then the artist could get called out for copying somebody. So it wouldn't be the commissioner's fault, it would be the artist's fault, because they should have known better. So if you are gonna do that, like, either let the artist know. The 3D bodies? Oh, the 3D bodies, that's fine. If it's 3D bodies, like, saying, like, hey, I kind of want this body type, or, like, posting up, like, hey, can you do it in this body type? That's fine. But no, I thought it was like, oh, you sketch, like, another person's artwork, and then you're like, hey, can you make this can you make this character? Which, by the way, has happened before. Somebody has done that, though, where they literally took somebody else's art, traced over it, sent it to a commissioner saying, hey, can you make this? And then the artist who took the commission ended up getting in trouble instead of, and then eventually it came out, and so, like, I hunt for food, go and hunt for food. So yeah, but there's crazy things. There are a few crazy things that have also been happening on VGen, which I may or may not talk about, which is fine. I will say this much. VGen, I think, is a great site to do commissions on if you're gonna be, like, in the VTubing space, or just doing art in general, I'd say, for streamers. Because, like, it's now, I think VGen now is starting to become a little bit popular outside of, VGen's becoming a little popular outside of the VTubing sphere. It's now starting to become a little bit more reputable. And honestly, it's more reputable than Fiverr and all of that. Now, a lot of people still do, through the VTubing sphere, also take commissions on Ko-Fi. I don't do that anymore, just because I feel like VGen is just a safer place, not only for me, but also for people that want to commission me. Because they do have really good safety, like, things in place. And I will say this much, I feel like VGen might hit me up and say, hey, you've been ghosting this one person for, like, a really long time, and I would just, like, message them back and say, I actually know this person IRL, we actually are communicating, like, off the site, so we're communicating, like, elsewhere. Like, they're a fellow, like, chatter, they're part of the storms, you know? So I know them, it's just taking me a really long time to do their art piece, and they don't really care that I'm taking a long time. As long as it's completed before a certain point, then they're pretty much fine with it. So yeah. But saying that, I will be opening up commissions next week or the week after. Hold on. I think it's the week after. Yeah. Not this week or next week. It'll be the week after. On the 13th, I'll be starting to take commissions. Again. I have very limited slots. So And the reason being that it's limited is because I do want to work on commissions and do some art for people, but I don't want to do too many to the point where I won't be able to either 1, do ArtFight, or 2, work on my comic, which is very important. So yeah. But there was like some controversy like a little while ago with some VGen stuff, but honestly, I think VGen is like a pretty good site to be able to find artists and be able to communicate and find like a community on there. I do have to post up my ArtFight attacks on there, just because more art, the better things. Now, I will say, like, the one thing I do kind of dislike about VGen is, the way to get verified, like, takes a really long process, but also I can understand it, too. Because I just want to make sure that the people that are on the site are actually great, or, like, good. And, there was an incident where somebody was not good, and then they tried to claim that it was a VGen problem, and it was not a VGen problem. They were just being a little bit of a ghoster. Yeah. I will say from all of my clients, they will tell you I definitely do not ghost you at all. The only time that I might for a bit is if I'm working on like a live 2D model. And I mean like, not like the Scuff or Furby models, I mean like a full live 2D model. Like that takes so much time to make. But even still, I would at least check in once a month with you and just like say, hey, so this is the progress for this month. Like, I'm not gonna be, you know, ghosting you completely. But, don't nag me. Don't nag me to complete it, or else it's like, where you're gonna start creating like a bad... The thing is that I will put up with a lot of commissioners a lot of the time. I'm probably the, you know, even though that I can have, you know, I might have some bad commission stories here and there, that doesn't mean that I'm like terrible. I can take a lot of stuff. But there's a limit. There is a limit to it, and when you hit that limit, you'll know, because I will just give you a refund back and then literally say, go find somebody else to deal with you. But most of the time, most of the people that do commission me are pretty chill, and I've even had some recurring customers, which is really nice. And I will say, it's very interesting that my most popular commission seems to be when I draw chibi, or not chibi, when I draw when I do the Scuff models. And I think the reason that a lot of people enjoy the Scuff is just because they're very simple. And the thing is that I have noticed that some PNG tubers have even been getting them, because the thing is that they don't take a lot of energy to run. You know, you don't need a beefy computer in order to be able to do all the tracking for it. It has very minimal to no tracking. So it's like, it's not like a beefy model that you need to be worried about. Like, you know, my 2.0, that's gonna be beefy. I need a better computer to probably be able to do all the stuff with it. So yeah. The other thing I was thinking about doing is eventually making it, I'm gonna try and make it so that it can be usable to be paired with VBridger. And like, VBridger is really cool and all, but you know, but the thing is, I'm very expressive. It's just my webcam is, it's very hard for my webcam to really pick that up of how expressive I am. Because I've rigged a lot of things, but you can't really see how expressive I am because of webcam limitations sometimes. Also, I think like maybe how I rigged my model as well was like not like completely up there, but for definitely my 2.0, I'm gonna be experimenting a lot more with things, which is good. It's good. Upgrades, people, upgrades. Speaking about live 2D models, I literally watched a live 2D tutorial. I forget who it was by, but I did post about it on Twitter with the neuron activated. It was really great, because I finally understood, like, how to do things. I also really like their process of how they, like, go about, like, doing stuff, for everything. I was just like, oh my gosh, that process makes so much sense to me. Will I do it that way? Probably not. But I really like just how they did it, and it made me go, oh, this makes so much more sense to me. One, it showed me, like, how people normally separate, like, the eyes and stuff like that. Because the one thing is I wanted to kind of update a little bit of how I do, like, eyes and stuff like that. And so it was kind of basically showing me how they rigged it and how they did everything. So that was, like, really, really great. And I really enjoyed that. It was so neuron, like, brain neuron activated that I just, like, was, oh my god, it's finally everything makes sense. The world expanded inside of me. That's my neuron activation, just the world expanding inside of me. There are two things inside of me. The world and my one brain cell, and the world expanded. But yeah, so sometimes it's good when you finally realize how things work. And that worked, like, really, really well in my favor, which was great. I'm just, like, trying to fix a few things here for consistency. Consistency. I don't know why I say it like that. Well, I know one thing, that is not going to work how we think it is. There we go. Da 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 da. Oh no, I didn't do the highlighting for this. I was like, wait a minute, there's no highlighting. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm just, like, trying to think of where the highlighting would be. Do 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 do. There we go. I think that works for what it needs to. Oh, you know what I did forget? Sometimes I forget that blush exists. And just put a little bit on the fingers. And up here, a little bit on the nose. It's just adding, like, a tiny bit of blush here and there. The meatloaf had what do you mean the meatloaf had pickles? Why does meatloaf have pickles? Whoever put pickles on meatloaf, that's a travesty. You're a monster. That's the true monster. Whoever puts pickles on meatloaf. Why put pickles on anything? Pickles are so disgusting. I liked it? Excuse me. No! It's more likely that it would be a relish than pickles. Bro, I don't care. I hate I don't even like relish, man. I don't like pickles. I don't like relish.
Ignore the pickle behind my back.
What do you mean you have a pickle behind your back, George? I feel like I shouldn't touch that pickle.
There is no pickle.
Are you trying to Jedi mind trick me right now, George, to say there is no pickle? Like these are not the droids you're looking for? You know what? I'm gonna turn this on and we're all going to see if you can hear it or not.
You will give the frog your credit card.
No. George, you cannot Jedi mind trick me into me giving you my credit card. That is not how that works, George. As much as you wish it to. That's not how that works. Oh, in other news, for those that don't know, Anime Expo is happening right now. Is there... I was thinking about going this year.
George can Jedi mind trick you into giving her the credit card.
No. I was thinking about going this year, and the thing is, from what I have been told by a friend who did go, okay, you think I have a singular brain cell. AX finally developed a brain altogether. Because, for those that don't know, I used to go to AX, up until, like, 2019, because, you know, the virus decided to nuke everything, right? But after 2019, I just decided really not to go to conventions because I was starting to get really, really overstimulated by them. And the other thing is that every single, at least for the past 2 years that I had gone, I got food poisoning. So, for the past 2 times that I had gone there. So I decided I'm not going to go anymore because 1, I don't want to get food poisoned again, and 2, the crowds were just starting to become unbearable. So I decided on not going anymore. And that's kind of like just what ended up happening. But from like, I'm gonna be honest here, AX has never, ever, ever capped. Like, they always say, like, oh, we're gonna cap this year, right? We're gonna cap this and all of that sort of stuff. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're definitely not going to. And the reason I know that they're not going to is because, LA makes too much money. Makes so much money from that convention that they would rather have more people going there than none at all, right? So that's why I knew it was definite like BS. But it seems that AX finally put its 2 brain cells together. No, developed its brain, sorry. And finally realized that, hey, we really need to think about the safety of people and we should cap it. So they did. The other thing is that they also have more dispersion. So they disperse the crowds more. Because I've been seeing recordings and everything about AX currently, And there's actually not a whole lot of people there. But I think the reason also to why there might not be a whole lot of people is because, one, the economics of today, you know? But two, because a lot of people got scared last year that there would be a crowd crunch this year. And I'm gonna be honest, they were very close to it. Because there's like a video from 2023 of this one area that I literally tell my mom, I told my mom like this, I tell her like, every time that AX comes around, I'm like, if they overcrowd it and just a few more people were in that area, it would have been a crowd crunch. Because basically there's nowhere for you to go. You were just stuck in this hallway. And there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. And by the way, a crowd crunch is like, you're just breathing in the oxygen, like you're not even breathing in oxygen, you're just breathing in everybody else's breath, which kind of like, basically you're suffocating, which is not a good feeling. And as a person that has been almost in a crowd crunch before, it is not a comfortable feeling. You start getting, like, if you have never been claustrophobic, you will develop claustrophobia. That's how I developed it. It was because of AX. Because I wanted to go into the event hall, or the exhibition hall. And there was, like, you know, the big crowd that's at the front there. And, you know, you're with a bunch of people, so there's a bunch of bodies, but everybody's kind of like shuffling forward to kind of be the first people in. And so because of that, it ends up where people are kind of like pushing people forward, and that's kind of how you end up in a little bit of a crunch. But thankfully people were respectful and kind of not like pushing so extremely. Only until it opened up did people really start kind of rushing through. But even still, thankfully people were very respectful. But I will say this much, I don't know if it was because of the crowd crunch or because some people smelled, okay? Yeah, look, we all know it. We all know that they're the guys that smell, and I think I might have been around some of them. But thankfully I wasn't alone. I was with a friend that we were both together, and we just held on to each other's backpacks not to lose each other. The good thing is that one thing that I did, especially in this crowd, and what I do in a lot of crowds now, is I put my arms up. And I put my arms up to keep people from, one, because I don't want people to touch me, and I don't want to, like, touch people's hands, because I'm weird that way. But the second thing is because my arms are up, I can protect my lungs in case I end up in a situation. And the other thing is that then I can punch somebody if I need to. But yeah, so that's like one worry of a lot of people, especially like with AX having been a thing. Thankfully, again, they finally put a brain cell together and realized that they can't function the way that they've been functioning. So it seems that they did put a cap, and some people were saying that it was much, much more organized than it has been in the past, which is also good. So we'll just see what the future kind of holds for AX in the future, because who knows, they could just suddenly decide to be terrible the next year. Because sometimes they just are. It's just like, you never know, and you just like kind of hope that it'll be fine. And then sometimes things happen, and it's good one year, and it's not good the next. And you just gotta hope and pray sometimes that it's gonna be good. But yeah. So that's my thing of AX. But anybody that is going there, but I was like kind of thinking about going this year, but for 4 days, it's like $180 to go for 4 days, and I'm like, that's kind of expensive. And the thing is that the reason that it feels a little bit too expensive now is because I'm gonna be honest here, there's not a lot that happens there anymore. Like, yes, there are now exclusive, like, basically exclusive trailers and announcements that happen a lot of the times. And yeah, the panels and signings are pretty good, but like, most of the time you still have to pay for the signings. So it doesn't even, like, the ticket price doesn't include signings and stuff or anything extra. For you guys, like, you know, it'd be cool if, like, for $180 for a 4-day pass that maybe you get, like, I don't know, 2 free signings of whoever, like, 2 free signing vouchers, so you don't have to pay for those. And, like, the ticket sales would go to them, right? Like, partially go to that person, right? So it's like, but of course AX doesn't want to do that. But like, at the same time, it's like, you know, give me something else besides like a quote swag bag that's literally just a bag with a lanyard in it, okay? And some people might be like, oh, but Comic-Con, and I'm like, yeah, but Comic-Con has more going for it. Not only are they, like, they have way more announcements and things that are going on. Like, you know, you have, like, movie announcements, you got, like, you know, animation announcements, you have toy announcements, you have, like, game announcements, and you have, like, a bunch of other things that you can kind of do around there. Like, yes, you can do it at AX, but I think the other thing is, too, is that Comic-Con sometimes gives you a little bit more access into things, and the other thing is there is more things to do, because, like, sometimes they, like, set up whole like event stuff and things that you can do, like, if you're part of the con you can go to for free, whereas like AX kind of doesn't really have much of those kinds of bigger experiences. So, and I think, like, the other thing is too is, like, AX might be big, but it's not as big as, I mean, AX is now very, very much bigger, and I think that they have to understand that as well. They have to understand, like, how big they are, and that they need to start, like, if you're gonna raise prices, you need to, like, have something. Like, make it worth people's while to go there. Like, for example, a lot of people were super excited for Niji Sanji, right? For Niji Sanji to have a concert there, and then because nobody was buying the tickets to the concert, Niji, because there, like, literally the amount of people that literally bought tickets for that is just, like, not a lot. But the thing is that a lot of people had already planned their trip, and literally, like, a week or two before AX was gonna happen, all of a sudden Niji Sanji canceled the thing. So all the people that had already signed and were gonna go and had to buy a ticket and everything, like ticket, travel cost, hotel, like all of that was already paid for, and they were already gonna plan to go, and now it's like the reason they were going, they can't go. So I kind of do feel bad, but I hope that a lot of them discovered the true savior of all of us, Hololive, the true Lord and Savior, Hololive. No, I gotta be honest, I do not watch, the only corporate VTubers I watch, not even joking, is First Stage Production. That's all I watch. And specifically, Cassian Floros and Lucian Lunaris. Or Lucian Lunaris. Those are the only two. Sometimes I watch Roscoe, but not completely. I haven't watched any of Gale or Xander. So I haven't watched them at all. Which I feel like, being a purple VTuber myself, I should be watching Xander, but I don't. Like, it feels like I should. It's like I should be watching all of I feel like, as, I don't know why it's with purple VTubers in particular, but it's like, we all are just like, ah, yes, the purple VTuber. We have found our kin. I don't know why that is that we're like that. There's something in us that just, when we see another purple VTuber, we just go, ah, yes, a fellow kin. That is what we are. But yeah, I will say one thing. I feel like I should be watching Xander.
If they get to be Lord and Savior, Pug is the destroyer of expectations.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, with First Page Production and Xander in particular, everyone calls him Zanny though. So with Zanny in particular, I feel like I should be watching him because for his birthday, like birthday merch, I'm not even kidding you. For his birthday merch, he had underwear. You could buy Zanny themed underwear. I feel like that's enough for me to watch a person. And that's me saying that I kind of want to do that too 1 year. 1 year. I kind of, if I do birthday merch, like let's say I sign with like Uwu Market or something like that. I don't know. If I get like some sort of like place to be able to make like more interesting merch, I want to make underwear merch. Just once. Just once. I don't know why. I just do. I think it's funny. I think I would rather do it for the memes than because of anything else. Zanny, it makes sense because he's supposed to be like an incubus. So, yeah, that makes sense. But like for me, it's just like I would do it as a joke. I feel like it's very on brand for me to just be doing it as a joke, right? I feel like if any, because like, come on, it's like, it's just too funny not to do, right? At least to me, it's too funny not to do in any sort of capacity. Because it just feels right in my heart that I need to do that. I will say one thing though, is that at one point, if I do release, I do want to release some body pillow merch at one point. And yes, there will be a George and there will be a me one. I'm also debating on whether or not I want to do male art as well for a body pillow merch. But yeah, I will say though, it's probably not going to be anything of NSFW. It's just going to be very safe for work. Your parents may still question you, but hey, you know what? It's okay. I have a body pillow too, so. I will say, when I brought my body pillow home, my mother looked at me and just was like, why? And I was like, I'm an adult and I have money. Well, actually, the body pillow that I had gotten was literally of a character that was the same age as me, right? But also, it was a very safe for work, like, body pillow. It was not a,
Finally, someone will take George to bed.
Oh my gosh, yeah, technically you can finally, George, you'll have somebody that will get you to bed. Oh my gosh. I was also thinking about creating a joke OF account, where it's gonna be called Only George. Or Only Frogs. But I feel like Only Frogs already exists on there as a username, but Only George. I think also Only George exists. Only George the Frog. There you go. We'll think of a name. We'll think of a really good name. But the funny thing is that I know that there are gonna be people going like, you have a OF account? Do your parents know? I'll be like, it's just a bunch of drawings of my frog. It's just a bunch of drawings of a frog. Which I'm gonna be honest, I feel like some people might be into that, so. But, yeah. No, you know what would be so funny is if my mom subscribes just to fucking... I don't think she would. She doesn't understand OF. She would just be so confused. But there's a TikToker who has a hearse. I'm not even joking. She drives a hearse, like an actual hearse. If you don't know what a hearse car is, go and look it up. So she drives an actual hearse, and she actually has an OF for her hearse, and it's just pictures of the hearse. That's it. That's all it is.
Fact: OnlyFans was not meant for prawn. If you think OnlyFans is for porn, we know where you've been.
Yeah, technically, yeah, it's not supposed to be for that. It's just, like, Patreon wasn't for that, you know, but people still use it like that. If anything, it's just a site to have, you know, to put content that should be only paid for. Like, sometimes you have people that are just, like, cursing up a wazoo, right? Or sometimes there's just, like, other things. But also, it's just, you know, a place for you to post up content and for people to request content. That's it. That's all it is. But we will know where you've been. But there are some joke accounts on there that I find are very funny, and I want to join them. I wish to join the jokes. And I've actually told my mom about this. She does know that I have this idea, and she thinks it's kind of funny. Because the thing is, I love tricking people sometimes. And the thing is, I wouldn't trick you on purpose. It would be said, it would be clarified that this is what it is. Like, that's literally just drawings of my text-to-speech bot, George. That's all it is. Actually, can you upload drawings? Yeah, I think as long as they're JPEGs, yeah. You can upload drawings and stuff. Yeah, I think it's fine. It'd be funny if OF literally goes after me and says like, hey, you have to post like pictures. I'd be like, okay, fine. It's a picture of my dog.
Before anyone calls me a hypocrite, George, in fact you so F that way.
Yes, George uses OF for joke accounts. They follow only joke accounts. They only sub to the joke accounts for fun, right? Because that's what they like. They like having a good laugh. And also supports people, right? I think I need to up the sketch a little bit.
And to simp all over the place.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with that one either. George would. Respectfully, though. George is a respectful frog. When they want to be. With me, they're not respectful, but they're respectful to everybody else. My frog, my pet, actually, no. George isn't my pet. I'm sorry. Stop it. George just does not respect me, but they are respectful to everybody else.
Oh sure, totally. Time to delete my search history.
Uh-oh. George? Should I be concerned about... You know what? I know one thing. Don't be concerned about what George says anymore, because sometimes you'll get answers to questions. They're like, you'll get answers to your questions that you didn't want answered. So sometimes it's just better to let the frog be the frog. Because if you start asking things, they'll start staring at you, and they'll start staring into the void of your soul. And then you wish that you never asked it. So, it's better to let the frog just do what the frog wants. I think I need to get up for a second. My model will break, but I need to get up. My back's starting to hurt a little bit. Hello. No, we're not getting up, uppers. We're just getting up. Can you guys hear that? Yes! You can't hear it! I have a fan. I have like a clamp fan that I bought from the store, and it's literally to use because it is currently 90 degrees Fahrenheit inside of this room, inside of my office. Will I have to pull out Fan-kun at one point? We have no idea. But there might be moments and times that we will have to pull out Fan-kun. And if you guys don't know who Fan-kun is, Fan-kun is my stand fan that I literally have to lug over. What brand? I need it. Fan-kun is not Fan-kun. I just call it Fan-kun. I just call the Fan-kun. But I don't know what brand it is. Oh, do you mean the little clamp thing? I still have the box. I'll go look. I'll take a picture of it afterwards. But I will say it doesn't have a lot of power to it. It just is. There we go. It doesn't have a lot of power, but it's enough for if you need it for a bit. So yeah. I found a video. Oh, okay, cool. You can send it to me on Discord if you want. Or you can even put it in the media share for everybody that might want to use it. On the Discord. You can put it. You can either send it to me, like DM it, or you can put it in the Discord under media share. I think some people might want it because I've been talking about like doing something like that, and I think people are trying to figure out where it is. People have been trying to find it and they can't. People are just like, we know what this is, but we don't know what it's called. Because the thing is, I've seen like a lot of VTubers using it for their like text-to-speech. Or even like, I don't think like their mascots and stuff. Very rarely do I see it on the mascots, I just see it on like the text-to-speech stuff. Sometimes people use their mascots as a text-to-speech, but I kind of want to differentiate it, you know? Because, like, the mascot is supposed to be all of you guys, and, like, the text-to-speech is supposed to be, like, separate, you know? I think that's why I wanted to do it that way. There is one thing that I did realize is that the leg here is supposed to have, like, this doesn't look right. Like, what happened to this leg? So before we kind of continue on, I need to draw, oh, that is the correct color. I'm just an idiot. I don't even know how this happened. Sometimes I miss small details like this. But the thing is like, then I'm able to go back and kind of fix it. There we go. That looks like it's connecting correctly. That would have been super funny. Okay, I think we're done here for the most part. And let's kind of start working on... Oop. Wrong brush. Keep doing that. It's the wrong brush. There we go. And then I can always go back and edit any of the highlighting and shading or anything like that. I will say I figured out more ways of how to do some shortcuts so that's why I'm able to do this really quickly without pressing anything else. I also found out that apparently if I press shift and space, it lets me rotate. Like, what the heck? I still have yet to find a easy reset button, but I'm okay with like going up and resetting it where it needs to be. And then the other thing is that I now have not Control Z, Shift Z to flip it, and then Shift X to do that. Oh my gosh, it's been... I had to make these keybinds, by the way. I made these keybinds. Just because it's easier. But at one point, if I do get, like, another, like, thing, I might be able to make a few more keybinds, with being able to shift around stuff. Because I do want to get, instead of using my keyboard, like a little mat or not a mat, but like a little, like, something else to be able to do all the key binding too. And I would like change it for like drawing, for like my model, and for all that sort of stuff. So that then, you know, we can have some more I'm trying to think. So we can have, so I can be able to like do stuff faster. Because keybinds are so helpful. Because that also, like, makes your drawing really fast. By the way, in Clip Studio, if you want to change your keybinds, you have to go to File, and then it's Shortcut Settings. And you go in there and you do it. But I will say, it's very confusing to find the flip button, which is this one, and this one. Yeah. Those are probably, like, the hardest ones to find. And I don't even remember. I had to look it up, and I don't even remember what I had to go to in order to click it correctly. So don't ask me. Don't ask me where it's located. I don't remember. Oh, and then I have Z and X for zoom. But honestly, I can just press Z to zoom in and zoom out, and then I press Alt. Oh my, then I press Alt to zoom out. So, great things. Again, slowly but surely, like over time, you start just developing these, you know, quick tricks to stuff. And over time, like, people find their own shortcuts. The way that my shortcuts are is because they're all over on the, like, far left side of the keyboard, because that's where I have my keyboard. Like, that's about the area that I have it when I'm working on stuff. So because of that, that's why it's all over on the far left side. But if you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, then you could do the opposite, however you want to position stuff. But in Clip Studio, just go to File and then that, and you can reset as many things as you want. So. And I didn't even, like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really re-keybind anything until, like, maybe, like, a few months ago. So, bear in mind that I've been working with the default, creating all the artwork that I have been, literally just from the default settings that were already existed. I think the only things that I was changing was, like, the pen and brush tool, and that was, like, about it. And a few other things just to make it closer, but other than that, it was like, I didn't really do much. But I know, like, some people that have, like, Steam Decks that literally use the Steam Deck for their art and stuff like that, and I'm like, that's really genius. I wish I had the money or the computer capacity to be able to do that, which I do not. Yeah, my laptop is starting to possibly see its age. But also the other thing is like, it's hot, so my laptop is running a little bit slower than it usually is. At least when it comes to doing functional things. When it comes to streaming, it's fine, but yeah. There also might be times every once in a while where the internet may give out. So that's why I was like thinking of, if I'm gonna be streaming, I may have to stream earlier on in the day than later on, like I am right now. Because for me, it's like almost gonna be 2 o'clock, right? So I was just like thinking about it, and I'm like, I might have to start streaming earlier in the day because it is really, really hot. But there's nothing I can really do. Because even in the morning here, it gets up to already 80 degrees in here in the morning. So that goes to show you how hot it can get in here really easily. I'm trying my best to stay cool and stuff like that. So, and the other thing is like, most of the times I do try and get up and walk away for the most part, and just kind of like see what I can do to combat it and not die of heat in here. But yeah, there's sometimes nothing much I can do, It is what it is. And that's kind of how it flows. Most of the time. I will say, some days it feels like I can draw hair, and other days it feels like I cannot draw hair. I just go with the flow of whatever I feel. Today, I think I do not know how to draw hair because I do not know what I'm doing. I just know I am doing something. That is all I know. Oh, you know what I forgot to talk about? Okay, so while I was on vacation, I I saw that there was some nominations that you could nominate people for the small VTuber awards. This is like for smaller VTubers, smaller content creators, smaller like VTuber content creators, right? And I did nominate people. I actually went through and I nominated people. I didn't fill it out completely because there wasn't like a whole bunch of people that I knew to be putting into each nomination. And I did have a cutoff. So like people like Iron, and I think this is really good. So it's like people like Iron Mouse and Shoto and all of those people would not be in the nominations. It was actually smaller content creators. So that was like really, really cool. So I did nominate people, and well, no, it's actually pretty good. I think that awards like these are actually a good thing. The reason being is because in a way, it gets your name out there further than what you could do yourself, right? And it also brings a community together and like gets people to actually look at you when you didn't even realize it. Like, you know, I think it's actually good to participate in them. So I did nominate people. I'm gonna admit it, I did nominate myself, but not for the art category. And you might be like, art? Shouldn't you nominate yourself for the art category? One, I don't do art all the time.
Pug is rebel.
Pug is rebel. Pug will be rebel. I don't do art all the time constantly. And I feel like there was another person that I believe deserved it better than me. And I was like looking through the nominations and I was like, oh, there's a teacher, like a VTuber teacher nomination. I know exactly who I'm nominating. I know a particular animal that would be perfect for it.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. Welcome in, and welcome welcome to the Little Storms. I hope that you enjoy the chaos. But yeah, so I went through and I nominated a few people. Some people that of course I knew, but also I felt that they deserved it as well. Like I put a fellow god VTuber friend as a dark for the Dark Souls, because I'm gonna be honest, I do believe now I probably should have put another person, because I think that they were a little bit better in the sense of like, because they do Dark Souls a lot more, but this person also does a lot of Dark Souls and Elden Ring content, which I will say, when I start playing Elden Ring, which I will when I get a new PC, I'm calling those two. They will be in a call with me. They're going to help me because I am a baby noob when it comes to anything with Dark Souls, and I need help. I need help. I know I'm gonna die a lot. I'm already prepared for that. I know what I'm doing with my life, and my life is crazy. But at least I know what I'm doing, and it's okay. Anyways, oh my goodness, my back getting to me, but it's okay, we're gonna try and finish this still. That is my main goal, finish it. I should have finished this, like, last time, I should have finished this, like, before everything. Pug must leave, okay, go. Go and do it. But yeah, I did end up nominating myself for those nomination things. Oh, I am pressing the wrong button. But I did it for Gremlin. I think I feel like I'm gremlin enough. I know that there's plenty of other, like, people that I could probably also say are pretty gremlin like me. But I wanted to throw my hat in the ring, so I did. But I did want to nominate other people for it as well. So I did put my nominations in. I don't know if they're still accepting nominations. I think it's said until, like, July something, but I did put them. I was like, you know what, I'm on vacation, I have nothing else to do, I'm gonna go ahead, look through here, and nominate people, because I think that they deserve it. I do. And I think that's what I'm gonna start doing, is, like, if I see a nomination thing for anything, I'm gonna go in there and nominate people. Even if I'm not nominating myself, I'm just gonna do it. Because, in a way, it helps them get pushed out more, in a way that most people wouldn't push themselves out there. Like, even me nominating myself for that, I felt like a little guilty doing it, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know if anyone else is gonna nominate me sometimes, because I'm really small, you know? And who knows? Who knows? Maybe somebody did nominate me and I have no idea. But I just want to put it out there that I did put some nominations in, because I felt that, you know, there should be other people. Like, you know. But yeah, it's really cool to do that and see that and all of that greatness, and yeah. Speaking about, like, nominations and being small and all of that, oh my goodness, bots have become so bad. Is it just me, or have bots just become so much worse on Twitter? Because I'm gonna be honest, every morning it feels like I have to block and report, like, report and block more bots. Because literally, I woke up this morning, because I think yesterday I blocked about, like, 20 bots. And then this morning I woke up and there was more. And I was like, excuse me? And the thing is like, I actually, like, posted about it, and and Nightwolf, was like, hey, you know, at one point you just gotta deal with it and, like, move on. Like, you know, you just gotta not care and, like, move on. And I was like, no, I don't care, because I had said, like, oh, now I'm back down to, like, my normal follower count and all of that. And I don't really care about my follower count. It's more of, I care that to people looking in, they might think I bought follows when I didn't buy any follows. I'm saving up for a PC, which costs a lot of money as it is. I have no money, okay? I'm saving everything right now. I have no money, so... And I just feel like it's a little bit, like, disingenuous, because it does kind of feel, like, inflated. And I think I got up to, like, 325, and I was like, okay, this needs to stop. I know that most of the people that are following me are not real. Because they all have, like, they have names. They all have names, but they don't, but they all have, like, numbers. It's just a bunch of numbers, right? And the names sometimes don't make sense. So I just kind of went through and just reported and blocked. And then from a bot, I got, like, a really weird message, and I knew it was, like, a bot message because the wording of it was just so weird, right? So I just, like, dropped it, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna I'm gonna just report and ban you, because you are not real. But yeah, so... but yeah, so there's weird stuff going on all the time on Twitter, but I feel like the bot problem has become a lot worse as of recently. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not really good, because then you might get people that get a bunch of bots that follow them. Yeah, and you might get, like, a bunch of bots that follow them, and then, like, they're like, oh, I've gotten, like, this many follows and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't know, it feels kind of like in a way it feels kind of like disingenuous, because like I've noticed that a lot of people have been like, oh look, I grew like so quickly on here, and I'm like, and then it's like I kind of like don't want to look at the people that are following them, because it's like, what if I go in and I look and then I see like most of them are bots? It kind of looks like a little sketchy, you know? So that's why I'm like going through and blocking them, because I'm just like, I don't want to deal with that. But yeah, so that's what I have to say about that. Because it's just like something that's like really kind of becoming a little bit of a problem, because it just feels like every single time that I wake up in the morning and I open up my Twitter, I just see more follows, and I'm like, oh, okay, are these real people or are these bots? Because again, from a person looking outside in, and especially considering if you were already a smaller content, like a smaller account, and then all of a sudden now you have like 1,000 followers or whatever, and then people look through it and like, 100 of them are literally bots, it looks a little sketchy. Or even like if a lot of them are bots, it kind of looks a little bit sketchy in that situation. So that's why I've been I report and then I block them, because then they are not able to interact with my content at all. I love playing was that an actual notification or a bot follow note? Every time your phone goes off? Oh my gosh. Also, hello, Fluffy Poisons. Welcome in for side chat. Yeah, you know what? That sounds pretty good. That's actually pretty good thinking about it. That's me every time I wake up and look at my Twitter. And I'm like, I just feel, cause like what? There was like a something that I posted of on Twitter, and for some reason it says that it has 5 comments. I don't see any of those comments, which tells me they're probably bots that I blocked. Which I don't even know how they would comment, because it's like, you're blocked, man. How did you even comment? I forget what post it was, too. It was an art post of me talking about my comic. I think that's what it was. I think it was like me showing off the art, my brother ew sketch in the comic. Cause oh my gosh, some of the sketches from chapter 2 of the comic are, when you just take them out of when you just put them together, they look so out of context. It's so funny. That, and when the site tries to block out possible spam messages, it's usually just normal people saying a regular thing. Yeah, that's true too. I've seen that sometimes. I will say I do have like some people muted, so sometimes I don't know if it's like, because you can mute people if you don't want to like interact or see their content and stuff like that. So instead of blocking them, because I don't want to block them, I just mute them instead. So I think like, because I still want to be able to interact with their stuff here and there, or sometimes see anything that they like, so it's just like more respectful. But like the thing is that sometimes I don't know if it's them commenting or if it's a spam, so I have to check it, and more than likely it's the spam. But yeah, sometimes it's just like that, will they fix it? Who knows? Honestly, they probably won't. I think most people The only reason why most people probably aren't really, like, all weird about it is because at the end of the day, like, it makes them look like they're bigger than they are, and then people, like, go, because some people, I think, have follow bias, where it's like, hey, this creator has, like, a lot of follows, that must mean they're really good, so I'll follow them too. So it's like, you know, there's a little bit of follow bias sometimes. And I know because I'm subjective to it sometimes too. But for the most part, I think nowadays I don't do that anymore, and I try and go like, do I like this person? Do I like their content? Do I want to follow them? And if I answer yes to all of those questions, then I go, yeah, and then I follow. Most of the stuff that I do follow is I do follow some 18 plus artwork accounts, but the reason being is sometimes I just like how they do that particular art, and I'm like, references. references. But also I do follow I do follow a good amount of art people, so that then I'm able to see their content, because sometimes I just like looking at art. I am art. I like to look at art. I enjoy art. I am an artist. My name just makes so much sense. Oh my goodness. But that's how it goes, you know? That's how it is. That's how it be. Anyways, let's draw these little fluffs. I just realized also that out of all the mascots that I've ever seen, I think this is the first mascot that I've seen that doesn't have a mouth. Technically, canonically, little storms do not have a mouth. They just speak to me telepathically, making me look insane. Honestly, I think that makes sense. That makes complete sense to me. And oh my goodness. No, you gotta have, as a streamer, you gotta have at least a little bit of craziness, you know? I think that's what sometimes makes people entertaining, you know? Sometimes you gotta be like a little bit crazy. Oh, that reminds me. I was watching. So, outside of the other stuff that I watch, like, because I do watch, like, first stage production Avalum. I also sometimes watch when I'm drawing and stuff. This is what I'm drawing, you know, because I mostly do a lot of drawing all day. I also watch Wendigoon and Wendigang, which is he technically is a React and Theory channel, where he reacts and theorizes about like analog horror stuff, but he also just shows you and introduces you to a lot of analog horror stuff. And I'm an analog horror person. I love analog horror. My first analog horror was Marble Hornets, which I do maybe want. I don't think I'll do a video or anything like that, because the thing is, like, I wish that I could do, like, analyzing videos of, like, analog horrors and stuff like that, but currently I don't have the time to be able to edit and do all of that stuff and record it and do a script and all of that. I don't have the time right now to be able to do it. So something of a future project, you know. But he was doing a live stream reacting to a so this was like a copy pasta story of Ted the Caver, which is a copy pasta story, and it was of course a horror copy pasta, and well, this was copy pasta, it's definitely a horror, right? And somebody saw Wendigoon's video of them going through and reading it and kind of talking about it, and then the guy that made this guy went on and made an analog horror, basically one-for-oneing, making the copy pasta into an actual analog horror. And Wendigoon was like watching that, and there was like a part in the video where it was Ted just talking about what climbing is and like how to do caving and all this sort of stuff and like explaining it. And all of them, everybody in chat started to like be antagonistic in a way. I think they were trying to just be trolls, but I'm gonna be honest, YouTube live stream chat is like a completely different breed to like Twitch live stream chat. I think Twitch live stream chat can be chaotic, but very much more respectful of boundaries, like, you know, whereas YouTube Twitch live stream chat is a different breed, okay? Because these guys were like, basically, they made Wendigoon snap. Like, he snapped on stream. Because he's trying to watch and analyze this analog horror, and the entire chat is just spamming him with, this is boring, this is like so boring, like bring back like the baby sensory videos and all this sort of stuff. But like, Wendigo just wanted to watch the video of what this person had created and, you know, highlight them and talk about it and all of that, and the chat is just like, we don't want to watch this and all of this sort of stuff. And I'm like, what are you guys on? But anyways, that's why Wendigo now disables all of the live stream chat, because it's just a little too much for him to deal with. And I understand that. You guys aren't a whole lot, though. But it is a little bit saddening, because it's like, Wendigoon wants to share this with everybody, and then everybody is kind of being like a troll and a butt about it. But I have noticed that a lot with like, a lot of things within YouTube streaming, is that a lot of the YouTube streaming, like live chat, is very, very much does not pay attention to boundaries, doesn't care about boundaries, just says whatever they want to say. They don't respect the rules of the chat, like, and they have to be reminded constantly to not do it. And even when they are told not to do it, they still do it. And it's just like, guys, come on. Like, really. Whereas, like, with Twitch, if you try and pull that on Twitch, like, everybody, like, all of the chat, like, not even the mods, just the entirety of chat will call you out. Because they're like, hey, we all know the rules. We've all been told the rules. We've all been told the boundaries. We all understand this. Why are you not participating in it? And it just feels like with YouTube, they don't do that. And it's just like the YouTube chat doesn't go, hey, don't like backseat. They said not to backseat. There are other things where I think like with some YouTube streaming is that a lot of people don't understand, because the one thing is like, they're like, hey, don't be a mod for the chat. And I'm like, sometimes mods don't catch things. Sometimes they don't. And sometimes chat needs to like call out the mods and say like, hey mods, can you like, there's this person that's being weird. And that's what Twitch chat will do. But like YouTube chat, like live chat, like doesn't. I think it's just like very strange and very much unhinged in a way. More unhinged than, like, saying that YouTube live streaming chat is more unhinged than Twitch live streaming chat is like a little bit crazy. To me, at least. Because it, like, I just don't think it makes sense. It's a word and a term that just doesn't feel like it makes sense. I think it's just because, like, YouTube has a little bit more stricter guidelines when it comes to streaming on YouTube. Like, even I spoke about it on Twitter. Like, if I wanted to move over to YouTube live streaming, I would have to become more family friendly. And I will say, I have turned down my cursing and the amount of cursing that I do, but I still do it. And sometimes some of the topics that we talk about sometimes are a little bit 18 plus topics, so I would highly recommend that kids definitely don't watch me. But will that stop them from? No. But it's more of the situation, I feel like, let's do this. Oh, no, I went the other way. I think the situation for, like, the most part of it is, like, I think it's just that YouTube is still fairly early, and, like, chat still has to understand the etiquette of how it is, because a lot of people that are on YouTube do not watch live streams on Twitch, so there is that kind of, I think, barrier of understanding. And I will say this much: if some people chat like how they do in YouTube live stream chats, yeah, no. The one thing I think is, like, really bad too is that in YouTube, like, for streaming on YouTube, there's not a whole lot of things that you can do. Like, you can't, I don't think that they have banned words yet. I have to look at it of, like, what I can see on my point of view of what YouTube live streaming is, because I want to go into that and kind of, like, see what it is so I can describe it a little bit better as a person that has been streaming on Twitch for, like, 3 years now, and just kind of see what the difference is between Twitch live streaming to YouTube live streaming. Now, one thing that they don't have is definitely, you know, channel point redeems, so you can't do anything. So you can't, like, throw stuff at me, you can't, like, take my hair away or anything like that, which I feel like is a little bit, like, you know, interesting. I'm like, you know, but it's something that they have to incorporate, and, like, Twitch didn't even get that until, like, a little bit later in their development, so who knows. But the other thing is, I feel like YouTube may not do that, and the reason being is because they're like, oh, well, we don't want you to put anything weird up there, and we don't know if, like, you could or anything like that. So it's like, honestly, YouTube is more regulated, but I think it's just too strictly regulated, and then Twitch just can't make up their mind. Twitch sometimes just can't make up their mind about stuff, and you know what? That's okay. Twitch is just Twitch is Twitch. Twitch be having a little bit some problems here and there, but that's just kind of how Twitch is, unfortunately. But we still are here, and we still love and enjoy Twitch, even with all of its problems. I'm gonna be honest, like, a lot of people were starting to say that doing live streaming or being a VTuber on YouTube seems to be a little bit more of a better, solider thing, because apparently a lot more people are getting, like, found a lot more on there, compared to, like, Twitch. But it's like, I've been streaming so long on here.
Hello there.
Oh, hello there. Hello, welcome to the Little Storms. I hope that you enjoy the chaos. You know, a lot of people, you know, might find me on YouTube, and then they might be coming over here and enjoying and having fun, and I will agree that there's probably much more fun to be had on here, because you can have the ability to throw stuff at me, and I'm like, until YouTube gets that, where I can be able to use, like, the Twitch integrated throwing system on YouTube, like, not moving fully over onto YouTube, because but I still do post all of my VODs up there, all of, like, my Twitch, you know, any clips that I create or edit. Sometimes I create short form smaller videos for you guys up there, so. And who knows, maybe later down the line I'll be making some other stuff. Why not multi-stream? My computer is not able to handle that. Also, hello. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. My computer, I just feel, is not able to handle that currently. The other thing is, too, is that then I would have to be balancing 2 chats, and I already find it difficult IRL to keep a conversation with 2 people. Imagine trying to keep a conversation with about, like, basically 2 people. I can't do that. But I think the other thing is, too, is, like, I kind of don't want to look into the idea of multi-stream until I get access to super chats and memberships. And the other thing is, too, is that with memberships in particular, might make me move over to doing some streams on YouTube that would be, like, membership only. Some membership only streams. Like, maybe, like, if I'm working on the comic, like, people that are members would be able to get, like, to see some exclusive secret comic work of me working on my comic. So, or, like, you know, maybe discussions about some stuff, or maybe just, I don't know, just, like, other stuff. Other random stuff. It'd probably be really random, or, like, if we're playing a game that I don't think that would be allowed, I'd have to, like, check. There might be certain games that I've been thinking about playing that I don't think I can play normally, and might have to play it through, like, doing through memberships or something. But yeah. But it is an idea I was thinking about. It's just, like, 1, I don't know if my computer can handle it. 2, I want to unlock some more, you know, being able to unlock memberships and super chats and all of that. And then the last one is, like, you know, with memberships unlocked, I might be doing membership only streams on YouTube. So it's just kind of like some certain stuff like that. But it is an idea. So I'm not, like, ruling it out completely. It's more of, like, for right now, I don't know if I have the capacity to do it, but when I get a better computer, I'm going to be looking into it. That's, like, something I do want to look into doing. And just kind of see how it goes. So we might, like, do a week testing of it. And if I don't like it, if I don't like multi-streaming, then I'll just move on. Man, finally, this thing gives me Prime option. Oh my gosh. Did it not give you your Prime tag? Did you not have that for a while? Oh no. Well. What do you mean finally gives you the Prime option? Does that mean your tag that you have on there, or your little badge? I don't know. I'm confused. I jump to conclusions sometimes. Sorry. But yeah. But Amia, I'm sorry. If I butcher your name, please tell me, and, like, tell me how to spell it phonetically. So I don't butcher it, because I butcher names here. Even people that I've known for years, I butcher their names. So don't worry, you're not the only people that get their names butchered. But yeah, I am thinking about that. So, no, one time I gotta do a Q&A. One of these days I gotta do a Q&A. Because I think, like, there's some people that might be asking me questions. That your question just reminded me that I was like, hey, I wanted to do a Q&A at one point when I came back from vacation. Maybe we'll plan that for next week. It's Ima. Oh no, not the ads! Right when they tell me! Oh, you gotta love the perfect timing of ads. It's always when I'm, like, asking something, and it just happens to be other people that aren't subbed. I will say that's one thing I do hate on Twitch compared to that. Ads never failed to have the best and worst timing. Yeah. are you guys in ads right now? Or is it... Are you... Because to me, it's telling me you have ads. So I don't know. Give me a George emote if you're in the ad, if you're not in the ads. If you're not in the ads, give me a George emote. A George emote is the frog. The frog. The frog is George. I know all the subs are probably going to be spamming them. You guys don't count if you have a badge by you. I just want to know when they get out of it, because I'm just like... Apparently Twitch ads have been weird. Sometimes people get an ad and sometimes people don't. And I can attest to that. Because sometimes I'll be watching somebody's Twitch stream and they'll say that there's an ad coming. The ads, it's just void? What do you mean it's just the void? Oh my god! Hey, I guess my lore is finally coming through. Yeah, so I'm coming from out of the abyss, the void. Yeah, you're just getting a message from the void. They're pretty cool and I just want to see a picture of that now. That is just not ads, it's just a blackness. It's just nothing. Bro, I've never gotten nothing. I have gotten the same ad like 3 times in a row once. Like, the exact same ad. But the reason is because I turned off something. Hi, is everyone back from the ads? How was the abyss? How was the abyss? I actually do have a redeem on Twitch that you can make people suffer. Hello. Hi, Ima. Is it Aima? Aima! Is it Aima? Sorry. I'm like that guy, what was it? Who was it? Like the substitute teacher that was like Aaron? It's Aaron? Yeah. Your name's giving me an Aaron moment. Honestly, that's how I basically pronounce names. That's why I'm not... Look, I'm terrible with names, okay? We all have established this. Alright? Even people that I know personally, I butcher their names. People I've known for years, okay? Well, that or I call them mom, so I've called my friend mom once. Like my friend that was my same age, I called her mom, and I was like, and she turned to me and was like, am I your mother now? Oh, we laughed. We were fucking rolling on the floor laughing. Look, I'm terrible with names. I can remember faces. Terrible with names. I can't remember names though. Like like at least with like Twitch chat, instead of like remembering faces with you guys, I do remember your names. But it's just I don't remember how to say your name. Welcome to my world in my mind, where all names get mixed up and jumbled. And the thing is that it gets so bad that I just call somebody a different name. That's what's happening. That's with a good friend of mine, Arctic Glacy. I called him Gallic for an entire collab stream. Nobody pointed it out until near the end of the collab, where they're like, hey, you know their name's Glacy, right? And I was like, what? I've been calling them Gallic this entire time! Yeah, and it was in a collab stream! Everyone heard me! And nobody corrected me! that's worse. That's like 10 times worse. Cause it's like there's so many people. But the funny thing is, thankfully it was Glacy that did point it out, because he was like, you know my name's Glacy, right? And I was like, what? And so he went around and said, yeah, so they keep calling me Gallic. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I mixed the L in the thing. And I'm like, you know what? Now you're Garlic Boy. And so now he's Garlic Boy. I now call him Garlic Boy. Actually, Glacy, I did draw in my little, like, snippet of my art that's scrolling through here. They're gonna be the guy with the icebergs behind him. That's Arctic Glacy. Yeah, but they're pretty fun. On YouTube, there's, like, some... I think, like, we did a Minecraft collab together on YouTube. So... Or not on YouTube, but... The VOD from the Twitch live stream is on there. Arctic Garlic. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But we call him Garlic Boy, and then he now calls me Tra. He calls me Tra now. Which is basically the reverse of my name. But the thing is that now I made it. Oh, there he is. There's the boy. There's the Garlic Boy. There's the Garlic Boy. The Garlicus Boy. I like how it's just that, and then it's just me face down on the floor. Actually, pretty much. The funny thing about Glacy and I is we are the same person in different fonts. But yeah, Glacy's pretty fun. He's a pretty fun guy. He doesn't, they don't, stream really often anymore because there's some stuff that's happening, so. But they're pretty fun, so definitely go and look up, Arctic Glacy, and yeah, they're very fun. I actually made a model for them. I made them a scuff model, and now every time they use that scuff model, I call it the Crab Daddy. Actually, I actually have the scuff model. Because I test all of the models. I do have it. It's really funny. It was based off of an artwork that I drew of him. And he was like, can you make that into a model for me? And I was like, yeah, sure. Because I do make live 2D scuff models for people. Because it's funny. And it's dumb. And I enjoy it. That's my contribution to the VTuber community. Is I purposely make my scuff models look like scuff models. Like, they are drawn like a 5-year-old. And I draw it all with my mouse. I will say I'm starting to get scary good, though. I'm starting to get a little too scarily good to draw with my mouse. So, yeah, it scares me sometimes, because I'm just like, I just look at myself and I go, how were you able to draw this with your mouse? But you know, I was gonna say it is what it is. Gonna have to switch to left hand with mouse once you perfect it. Oh my gosh, yeah, I probably will. You're not wrong. I probably will have to switch to my left hand for it. In order to make sure it's not too perfect. But let me do some stuff. We should be like actually doing some of the drawing. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about how this is gonna look. Big brain, yes, very, very big brain. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want it clipped here. Then we'll, you know what, let's not clip it. We'll just see how this goes. I'm like trying to like do a little bit. This is like some extra stuff that I do after I'm done with the rendering. Where I just kind of put a little bit of overlays on places that kind of need to either be pushed back a little bit more and stuff. Yeah, I think these need to be separated up more. So we're gonna actually, no, not lock it. I actually do like that on, I've been like posting a lot of my artwork on TikTok a little bit more because of ArtFight. ArtFight has been so helpful for me to post up my art a little bit more. I'm glad that people are enjoying my art and able to see it a little bit more. Because I work hard. I work hard to make this house a home. But honestly, it's been pretty nice to just work on like other things besides my comic, because honestly what I have been doing is like I wake up, I sit down, I work on my comic, I get up, do like other stuff, like take a break, come back, work on the comic, get up, take a break, come back and just work on the comic. So it's been kind of nice to work on like other things besides that, and just kind of have a break to kind of just work on other stuff. So yeah, it's nice. It gives me something else to do. Besides just, overdo it. Oh, that is not the right color. And then I do want to do it on here as well. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys might be like wondering what I'm doing here. It's just basically a way. It's basically just a way to make the rendering feel like more complete by just adding a little bit of like overlay, because it just makes it feel much more popping. I don't know. It just be popping out that hip, you know? Like the boomer I am. A lot of people might not understand that inside joke. We talk a lot about how I'm a boomer because of the way I play and how I am and stuff like that, so. And with my back, yeah, I'm good. I'm getting there. I'm almost there, whippersnappers. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I don't think that this is what I think it is. There it is. And then what I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of like, there we go. It's very subtle, but it works. Love it. It's very pretty. Now, could I add more to this? I could probably add more effects. I feel like if I start doing way too much, we're gonna end up in a very different position. One problem with me doing art: when do I stop? You cannot see me switching stuff, but I am. I don't know, I think that's good for the pen. You can kind of lower the amplitude sometimes. Depends how I want it to look. Yeah, that's fine. just adds like a little bit of graininess to it. I will say some people have been saying that just putting the pen noise on here apparently stops it from AIs being able to replicate it. I'm like, AI cannot replicate my stuff as it is, because most of my stuff is very, very haphazard. Like sometimes the shadows don't make sense, so, and I even know that. Oh my gosh, this looks so cute, actually. There's you guys, the little storms. Actually do. So I did something where I was like, I'm sick and tired of writing. I'm sick and tired of writing my own signature all of the time on on artworks. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm making my own. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm making my own little plugin, right? Oh, why am I putting it on? I shouldn't put it on my butt, should I? I'm like, I shouldn't be putting that on my butt. That's not what I wanted. Oh, right, this isn't gonna work right. I need to bring this in again. There you go. I usually always hide like one signature on the artwork, because then if people try and trace it or anything, you're gonna get that in there too, so. Ba ba ba. Ta-da. And it's finished. Oh. What? Clip Studio just crashed. I can't make this shit up. It literally just crashed. Well, at least I saved beforehand. What the hell? It's never done that before. Nope. Hello? Well, the only... Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I know for a fact that I saved it before the overlays. Hold on a minute. Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird. Well, at least all the rendering is still done. I would be so mad if it's like, oh, we spent 2 hours doing the rendering and then it's like, oh no, it's all gone. Hold on. I can always turn this off. Oop. Okay, we're gonna save. Watch it like crash again. That was so funny if it crashes again. I don't even know what happened. I was like, what the heck? Oh, but I liked how it was. It was good. It looked good. It looked good. Oh, hold on. Do, and do. What? No, go away. And then I have to redo it over here too. Here. There we go. And then up here. Nope, bigger. There we go. There. We redid whatever was lost. Which again, it's very interesting because I'm like, I don't even know what I did for it to crash. But yay! We are gonna add some text to this. So let me get the text out. I am spelling storms wrong. I do spell storms wrong so regular. Gotta move the text. You make a different color. Oh, I click. Hello? Oh, there we go. I'm like, wait, what's happening? Yeah, I think my computer is slowly chugging because well, I do believe that it is getting too hot. Which is very interesting because usually when it gets really hot, my stream starts lagging a little bit, but it seems like it is not doing that, which I am very, very happy about. I am very, very glad that that is not happening. So at least everything is good. So that's at least a little bit of a good thing. Could be worse. But anyways, I do not think that this fan is fanning. And turn it off. Alright. I think that we are done, so let me export this out. Oh, you know what? It got rid of my signatures. No! Just imagine. Just like no signature on this. It's like, oh, no, not my signature. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. This one goes here. And then this one. Oh. It's not what I wanted. Oh. Okay, I need to turn you off. There we go. I might do one with the text on and with the text off. Just because sometimes I just like doing it without the text. Save. You better save. It's so weird that it crashed. I've never actually had it crash on me before. It very rarely crashes. Oh. Oh, hello. I have shrunken. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. I just know why I'd shrunk. There you go. Yes. Also, one thing that I noticed that is very good, that I am putting into practice and have been for a while. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. I was like, no, clip, don't crash again. Is instead of saying save as duplicate, I say export single layer. And then it exports it very, very nicely for me. And I love it. It's so clean. Anyways. I don't know why, but I now have like a song stuck in my head. And I don't even know the song. I've never heard the song before. I just have heard like clips of it on TikTok and stuff. It's just so weird. I don't know why. Anyways, do we want... I don't know if I want to do ArtFight stuff. I guess I could continue putting the flat colors down and I'll just do that today. For those that don't know, I am participating in ArtFight. Actually, you know what? Let's check. I want to check ArtFight right now. Just because. Just because I can. Yes. My no attacks. I actually don't get very many attacks, but this person, the person that attacked me here is called Van Goose. So Van Goose attacked me, so this they attacked me with Varel. So let me just like, I'm just gonna like quickly pop up. No, I need like a new file to pop this up in. Okay. So they attacked. So Van Goose did this. So we're gonna just like kind of zoom in. This is of my character Varel, who eventually will meet in the comic. All the characters that I have on ArtFight right now are from my comic. So we have Varel here, and Swish, and they make potions and stuff. So yeah, not surprisingly, but this is so cute and adorable. So what I did is I went and found one of their characters, and I decided to draw them. So A lot of people don't really know what ArtFight is, or like don't understand it, but basically ArtFight is a complete art trade. And what you can do is when you go onto ArtFight, there's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be a there's gonna be a submit button at the top. And you can either submit an attack or character. Character means that you are submitting your character to be put up on your profile. That's where you put up your characters. But then there's an attack button, and a lot of people don't understand. I think some people don't understand the attack thing of it. An attack is basically you found somebody's art, you drew that character, you submit it through the attack. And that just means that you have now attacked the other team, or, you know, it's basically just submitting that person's character. That's all the attack is. And some people might be coming down here and, like, looking through and see attacks versus defenses. So, an attack just it will show your attacks that you have done to other people. Your defenses are people that have done art and attacked you. So those are other people doing art of your characters. And then at the very bottom, it'll show, like, your characters, which I only have 4. I only have 4 available. We have Veril, who you just saw. We have Tida, Luthador, and of course, me. But me in my battle outfit. So, with my spear and everything. So if you want to do that it that way, or however you want to do it. But yeah, I did update Luthador's like character stuff a lot, so he has now because Luthador was a part of it last year, but he now hasn't updated, so you can see how much like Luthador's original character design was to what he is now, because now the character design that he has now is his current design. That is 100% his current design. But yeah, so I decided on adding everybody else as well, which for the most part right now it probably will be only my, like, these characters, and then maybe I might add more or other people. But yeah, you can go check that out. And Art Creates, same username. Art_creates, so same username. Which, by the way, I will say one thing is it's really hard to try and find the user. Like, because you can't search up people's usernames, and if you can, I haven't been able to. But yeah, but right now, like with this piece that I'm working on, yeah, I'm probably gonna rack up a lot of points. But you can see the other attacks I've done. I've done like 3 attacks so far, and this will be my 4th, which is a revenge, because they attacked me. I'm retaliating by attacking them back with another art piece. So yeah, but so far I'm glad that everybody's been loving the art that I've been making of people's characters, because my style is very, very much a lot more advanced than what it used to be. Also, by the way, you might be like, oh, there's a background? Yeah, I have a background. Here's the background. That I'm going to be doing it. It's a full scene. Just because they gave me a scene, I'm going to attack back with a scene. This might take me a little while to complete, but I honestly do not care how long it really takes me. But also the other thing is too, I think doing this is really great because it gives me like more of a portfolio of art that I've done. But I am also posting the ArtFight stuff up on not only Twitter, but also I'm posting it up on Kara, because I don't have an Instagram. I basically got rid of it. So I'm also posting it up on Kara as well, just to kind of add to the portfolio of stuff that I have. So yeah. I just realized I forgot to do the red stuff. It's okay. It'll all get done eventually, right? But I'm like trying to think. I'm like, do I want to spend another hour just kind of putting down the flats? Because that's how long it probably will take. Or do I want to get out of here, out of this room? Because it's actually really hot. It's 91 degrees Fahrenheit in my room. And you might be like, why don't you have an AC? The AC is on. It does work. Ow! Is it? Okay. Did it say boo? I don't know if I heard the boo. Ah, who cares? I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But hello, David. Welcome in. But I'm gonna turn that off right now. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna work on this a little bit. We'll just work on it a little bit. The main art piece that I wanted done is finished. So I don't care what we work on now. I just want to work on some other stuff. How's everyone's day? My day is good. It's hot. I can feel my eyeballs sweating. They are sweating out of my head. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. I also just realized that with this character, for some reason, for this person's character, I don't know why, but I can only, the only thing I think of is like, this looks like my character Art and Luthador had a child. Like, that's the only thing that I can think of. The only reason is because of this hair tuft. Just like, hey, it looks like my hair tuft that I have. My little hair tuft I have here. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know why I drew that hair tuft in anyways, because, like, I don't do much with that hair tuft. Well, the funny thing is, if you guys really look at how I draw art a lot of the times, you'll realize that that hair tuft, thank you for the posture check, you'll realize that that hair tuft actually has expression to it. And that's a purposeful decision I made. Because I thought it was really funny and cute. I also like when people, like, draw their characters to do that. Yippee!
I will send you to Jesus.
Oh, I know why it's not working. Because I don't have it with Blurb. Advanced audio properties. Hold on a minute. I'm like, why can't I hear Blurb audio? It's because I have it as monitor off. There we go. Ow! Did that fall from the sky? I have no idea, but hey, you know what? That's just how it be. Oh. I was trying to undo and I instead flipped the canvas. No, my pocket fish. Oh my gosh, your pocket fish? I didn't even know you had a pocket fish. Well, now you have a pocket fish. Does anybody else have pocket fishes they wish to throw at me? No? Nobody else? Good. No more pocket. Ow! Oh my gosh. Right when I said, like, there was no more, I was like, yay, no more pocket fish. And then there was more. I guess the pocket fish are now coming for me, aren't they? Oh no, it's the rise of the pocket fish. More fish. Oh my gosh, no. No, don't. No, no more. No more fish. Okay, no. I don't need more fish. No.
Add butter. 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 Add butter.
Ow! Hi, Jose. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Clip Studio crashed on me. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep. This seems pretty average. Yep. There we go. Clip Studio crashed on me and I got upset. Hey, I want comfort here. My Clip Studio crashed on me and I lost progress. He's like, nah, I gotta talk to my other Pookie over here. Oh my goodness.
Oh yes, Daddy.
Excuse me? Don't call me oh yes daddy without turning me into the daddy model. I feel like that's disingenuous. You know what? Let's leave. Oh my, oh, okay, so wait, what do you mean by that? I have no idea what you mean by that. Hey, you guys, ow. Really? Really? This is what you want for the rest of stream? You want me to be up and close and personal with you? Oh, wait, you know, Jose, can you do a nice test for us? Can you take my hair? Can someone do a test on whether or not the hair works? Because this model can go Paul too.
What Dad is saying, no money, no honey.
Excuse me. But I'm your honey. You don't need money.
I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
Oh my god, he took my body too.
All right.
Oh my god, and the body's gone. Alright. I told you guys I made it.
Add butter.
Oh, the add butter doesn't work on this.
Add butter.
We'll discuss that after stream. Oh my god. Just look at me. Wait a minute. Perfect. This looks so weird. I'm so sorry for this person. I'm so sorry, Man Goose. It's a perfect fit, actually. Wait, if I do this. This is actually, this is pretty perfect fit right here. Yeah. Time to grill the fish. On the— No, you are not grilling a fish on my head. No, that's not how that works. No. Oh my goodness. I hope that you enjoy that now all of the models you can do this with. So if you want our no, you don't need to do that. Got to go. Bye, David. Bye. You guys now see how much more expressive my eyebrows are. I'm honestly eyeing why am I not surprised that you're eyeing dice? Oh, my hair! Yay! I got my hair back. My hair returned to me. It returned to me from the abyss. They have a con exclusive lucky bag. Ah, I see. I see why you act the way you act now. It's cause it's a con exclusive. That's why. I understand. No. Oh, I'm trying to trump. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, thank you for the resubs. Also, I only lost hearing for a bit. Oh my gosh. Stream baby? Oh my gosh. Yeah, 9 months, it's a stream baby. Whenever anybody reaches nine months of resubbing, you and I now have a stream baby. Don't question it, just accept it. The more you question it, the more that people will get on you. I don't know why, but this just reminds me of freaking Gojo. I'm sorry. It just does remind me of Gojo now. God, gosh damn it. Everything reminds me of Gojo now, and I hate it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm there with Gege on how I really do hate it. Hate Gojo. I think Gojo's a fine character in Jujutsu Kaisen, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. I used to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't anymore. But when I did, Gojo can go and take a hike. I don't know, just like something about him. Like, I understand white-haired dude. I do like white-haired guys, but at the same time, like Gojo was a little too much for my particular tastes. I say as I am romancing a Saurian. Which I still have to, Jose, you and I have to get back in a call together. We have to finish it. We still haven't finished our campaign. We still haven't finished Act 2. It's been months.
Long story short, there's a dealer Jose doesn't like because he's tip hungry. He tip blocks dealers. Corporation tips dealers who do at least 7 hands, no less. He did 6 and demanded Jose tip him, so he told the dealer, pushing him to wait while he kept harassing players to come play at his table so he can do his 7th hand.
What? I understood none of that. Wait, hold on. You need to break that down for me, Jose. I understood like half of that. Oh my gosh, there's an ad too right now. That's funny. My job tips dealers who... Ah, okay. But you're not a dealer though. This is too big. Still too big. Corporation does it as a courtesy. We tip dealers who deal 7. Ah. I see now. He didn't deal 7. He wanted to be tipped, so he delayed the person pushing him. Oh, that's not nice. That's not a very nice thing to do, mister. I don't know why I decided to go baby with that. The working world, which I like being in my own little hole. I like being in my hole. The hole is safe. The hole is love. The hole is life. I love my hole. No, we could do this. No, do that. Do that. Take this. Do that. Do that. Hooray. Yep, that's not what I wanted. Do that, do that, do this, then do this. Oh. Well, we're gonna probably have to put this over that too, I guess. We'll just do that. There we go. Here. Oh, there's actually a few things we can do here. There we go. I don't know how I feel about the yellow color here. I think the most part, I think I know why. I think it's too bland of a yellow. Especially with the background. I think it's like too yellowish green, that's why. If it's gonna be gold, it needs to be more along this side. Oh! Listen, I just remember something. What? What have you remembered, sir? Your brain? I thought you lost that long ago. Oop. There we go. You know what? I'm not surprised that that's the first thing that you think of. Oh my goodness. Why am I not surprised? gosh, I am doing a stretch with that, aren't I? Hear me out. I throw money and let your friend know. Get me one. She would. She would. She would do that. She would 100%. If you asked her to do that, she would 100% get you that one. I know she would, and she would do it as a joke. Bet. Oh my god. No, but the funny thing is, though, is that she's gonna give it to me to hold on to, and my mom's gonna look so confused. My mother is gonna be so confused. She's gonna be like, what is this? And I'll have to be like, oh, don't worry about that, mother. It's nothing. It's nothing for you to be, concerned about. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I almost forgot to put these parts. Oh. What? Oh. No, that's the weird. That's not the correct thing I want. There we go. Honestly, like any. Hold on a minute. What? How big are these? Okay. That's not what I wanted. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? Do this. Nope. Da 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 da. This can be here. Gonna do this. I have miscalculated. What do you mean you've miscalculated? What do you mean? What? I feel like I know what he's miscalculated. He's miscalculated how much they cost, hasn't he?
Jose didn't realize there's also feet and armpits. He said as long as he didn't get ugly bastard that he'd be fine. He should have added those to the list.
Nah. You messed up. You messed up. You must lie with that decision. If just for that, I'm asking. Sure, go ahead. Go ahead, ask her. Ask her. She'll probably be fine with it. She probably won't care. She'll just look at you really weirdly for a while. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Ooh. Wrong things to erase. There we go. Now I can really start turning down these sketches. Okay, that actually looks really cool. I think this is gonna work out great. Oh. Jesse would have ended up with 2 Karlach dice. Hey, the more the merrier, right? Wait. Jose. Wait. If you got Carla, I got. Oh yeah, I got Gale. Are they in yet? The Gale dice? You know what's really funny is that the character that we're drawing for this for Van Goose here is a D&D character. It's a drow. I don't know if they're a monk or if they're a rogue. I don't think so because I told him I was getting at sea and he said that. Yeah, no, because they're being manufactured. They're not in yet. We haven't gotten them yet. I'm still waiting on my, what was it? I'm still waiting on my Abyss cardigan. That hasn't shown up yet. Though I feel like it would be dangerous to wear it because I would probably die of heat stroke. Oh my goodness. I would probably so much die of heat stroke, honestly. Magic the Gathering Secret Lair. Oh yeah, you did order that over when we were on vacation. I do recall that. I recall everything. Look, when I'm starting to run out of steam, I don't know why, but I get more chaotic. Just live with it. Just everyone has to deal with my chaoticness. That's why you're all here. The Abyss cardigan was expected to ship in June 2024. Yeah. That's like the one thing. Here's stuff I haven't ordered that hasn't shipped. Let us see the list. Everyone will be able to see the list in the middle of the screen here. Oh no! No! I was gonna say in your car. I was like thinking, you're flossing. Are you doing the flossing dance? But no, you're flossing your teeth. I don't know why they call that dance flossing, because honestly it's messing me up so much, because some people will be like, oh yeah, I did like the flossing, and I was like, you flossed your teeth? And they're like, no, the dance! And I'm like, oh. I'm like, you gotta be more specific than that then. Here, Lily. Oh yeah, my Lily skirt. I forgot about that. Alright, wait, excuse me? Excuse me? I don't think I ordered that, sir. I don't think that's a part of my order. Yeah, the Monster Smasher Coochie Destroyer 9000 with realistic lube. I don't think that was a part of my order. I ordered a milkshake, not that. I distinctly remember ordering a milkshake, not a Monster Smasher Coochie Destroyer 9000 with realistic lube. This is why we're 18+. This is why I could never stream on YouTube. We talk about on YouTube where I'm kicked off. I'd be kicked off so quickly. Oh. Wrong thing. Milkshake is code word for... No, it's not! Shish! I might have to up the scale of these because I can't see anything. I'm just like trying to put in a little bit of the foundation of where I want the lighting and shading to kind of be. And I was like, I kind of want the shading to come from the window. So that's what I'm kind of like doing here. And already that's starting to look nice. No, I need a smaller brush for this. Checked. Excuse me, I am not. I will check that after stream. No, that's the. Oh. I'm trying to do this. No. I'm like trying to think if it will block anything else. I don't think it will. And then just adding the light is coming in from this way. Honestly, I think this is the most dynamic lighting piece that I'm probably gonna do, like, ever. I think, again, it's good. It's good to kind of, like, do these dynamic lighting pieces. I will say I had to do the perspective on the background, like, all myself, because I was just like, I didn't have anything to do it, so I had to draw it for myself. But I think I'm gonna work on this more tomorrow, possibly, before stream tomorrow. Because that's what my plan was. But at least we finished this. This was the main art piece I wanted to finish. And now we are kind of still working on the progress of this. But maybe next week for the art stream, we're gonna like work on just like a bunch of art attacks, possibly. It depends how I feel. Because sometimes I want to do something else besides art attacks, so. But hey, we did a little bit of ArtFight today as well. So I'm gonna be switching over. Oh, before I actually do that, well, I'll change it later because honestly, it's supposed to be like this, and this isn't working. I messed up on something of my controls, so now my character for one of my models does not move over to the other side correctly. But without any further ado, honestly, on this mode, it's easier to see when my body disappears because I just hide my disappeared body behind other stuff. Oop. Sorry about that, but I am done using this drawing tablet, so I'm gonna move it over to the side for today. I was thinking about sketching some. Hold on. I was thinking about sketching some other stuff today, but I was like, nah, I don't wanna work on that kind of stuff. So, without any further ado, I'm gonna go and find somebody for us to raid. And I'll probably be posting that artwork up on Twitter and also on Kara. Whenever it's art, expect it on both Twitter and Kara. So, but yeah. Let me see here. Ba 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 ba. But we did complete the artwork, and that's what's important to me. But without any further ado, let me see if we can find somebody to raid before my mother comes in. Let me see. Oh yeah, I did see that people were playing that. Yeah, a lot of people are playing that new game. I'm like trying to find somebody, and I don't know who that we shall, but we shall find somebody eventually. Oh my gosh, are we already almost to 400 followers? Hey, 50 more followers, and I guess we're at 400. I will say this much, if we get to 500 by the end of the year...
Jose is on a strike. No riz, no raid.
No, I was gonna say, oh, they're both doing Planet Crafter. You know what? I've never raided them. So, I was gonna say, if we get to 500 by the end of the year, I will eat spicy hot chicken, and possibly, there's a possibility I shall also begin to play Final Fantasy 14 online. I know for a fact if I say that and I tell people, I know that Fane and Rufus are gonna work overtime to try and get me the amount of followers. So I basically forced to do. No, I don't think that they would. But I feel like saying that people would be like, Jose, don't say oh no. Don't say oh no. I know what I'm saying. Okay, it's more of I will have to at least play it at one time. If I don't like it or enjoy it at the time and I want to drop it, it's my prerogative, right? So it's more of you can make me try it because I don't think I will try it on my own. If we get to 600, then with 600 followers, I am going to do a Ara ASMR where it's just me saying Ara in a bunch of different ways for for a while. Or what I might even have it do is just be complete silence, and every once in a while you'll hear an Ara, but like a different one each time.
As mother's next of kin, I am sad to announce she lost the last brain call. Hot chicken and FF14.
Yeah, so not only will I have to eat spicy hot chicken on stream for 500 if we get to 500 by the end of the month, but I will also try and play Final Fantasy 14 online. Yeah. Will I suffer? Who knows? Who knows? The other thing is, when I do play, I will allow people to join me. It'll be a community day. Oh, wait, what the heck? No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to raid this person. Hold on a minute. I didn't read it fully. Hold on. Wait, you know what? There is actually someone playing Final Fantasy 14. We may raid them if I can't raid this person. Let me see. Oh, I see. I see why. Everyone Storms raid. Yeah, everyone grab the Storms raid. We're gonna... Wait, everyone Storms raid. What does this say? Raid forever their art. Oh my gosh. There we go. Start raid. Finally. I just didn't read it right. This is Zazzy. I never really raid her most of the time. But she is pretty cool. She's pretty funny. And she's currently playing Planet Crafter. We were almost gonna play. We were almost gonna raid a Final Fantasy 14. I've been starting to watch Final Fantasy 14 online.
Raid.
Oh my gosh, when George does exclamation mark raid, it gets the raid message up. Wow, George, you're amazing. You're better than my mods. No, I joke. I joke. But yeah, so if we get to 500 by the end of the year, I will eat spicy hot chicken and I will try Final Fantasy 14 online. I will post up a thing about that with the announcement. So, and currently we're at 350.
I am pretty amazing. Also, Jose said look in the closet later tonight.
What's in the closet? What's in the closet? Should I ask? Oh no. Oh, I don't like this. Well, I guess that's how we're ending. Just in the closet. As always. Well, bye-bye.